Welcome to Adventures in Asterie. I hope you're all doing amazing tonight. Hello, new friends and old. It's so nice to see you. My name is Stella. Saint Stella if you're nasty. I'm sticking with it. I don't know, people don't love it, but I'm going with it. It's so nice to see you here tonight, and I'm so excited for tonight's adventure. We have sort of part 2 of an adventure that we started last week, and don't worry, we will fill you in on what's going on. It'll be all great. If you missed last week, no worries. But a couple things to tell you before we begin. Point the first, I started a sub/supporter Discord last week, and you know, it's small but mighty. So if you hit that, as the kids say, smash that sub button, you can come hang out in the Discord. And I give you all the maps I do, I show you my NPCs, we hang out. I'm gonna do my first ever Discord hangout this Friday. Starting around like 4:30 p.m. Eastern time, I'm just gonna hit that video button in Discord and hang out and see if anybody wants to come in and chat. We can chat about games, we can chat about what's going on in your life, we can whatever. So hit me up, hit that sub button. It's so weird to say. I feel like I'm silly saying it. I shouldn't though. Do it. Or support me monthly on Ko-Fi and we'll hang out and it'll be cool. Maybe. I don't know. Is that gonna be cool? Sure, it's gonna be cool. Okay, that's point the first. Point the second, the music you hear behind me right now, and that was just before we went in here, that amazing dramatique music is by a beautiful handsome man called Yahenda. And you know what? He's going to be playing tonight, so he's going to pop in and tell you all about himself. But his commissions are now open, which to me is really exciting. It's sort of the first time he's opened his commissions for people who need unique original music. For if you're, a streamer or a YouTuber or you want a theme or whatever, he's amazing. So hit up his YouTube here, and or his Twitter at Yahenda, and he will make you some music for a very reasonable price. So yes, I think that is all the points I have to say before we start bringing people in for introductions. So let me bring everybody in one by one. We're going to start with somebody who I think a lot of you in the TTRPG community know. He runs a Twitch of his own, and actually just DM'd this afternoon and was telling me about it and about this amazing, I don't know what I'm allowed to spoil, but incredible. So I'm going to bring Cyle from Play Nerd Allies on. What's up, Cyle? How's it going?
What is going on? They convinced me to put my hair down instead of in my ponytail today.
I really like it.
So I got my hair all pretty.
I really like it. It's good. Cyle, tell me about yourself and what you're doing, and I will put your damn links in the chat.
That's right. They are damned links, according to the Satanic Panic of the 1980s.
It's true.
I am a DM and a player over at Play Nerd Allies. Our tagline is finding connection after a year of isolation. Our whole sort of mission is to create fabulous connections through TTRPGs because they are such a unique space that allow for much more depth of connection without all the fears that come into with social anxiety and things like that, because you have the filter of a character. But it is all these fabulous studies are finding that it's truly psychologically useful to play TTRPGs if you experience anything like that, because you can literally work things out. Now, we don't want to make TTRPGs therapy, but if playing the game all on its own will help you with those things, great, we want to do that for you. So we are creating a whole campaign setting called the Patchwork Planet that is fabulous and crazy and delightful, and today I got to create a monster that she was talking about that is a beholder that is made of flowers, which I love, with all of these crazy themed eye stalks and things like that. So that's sort of the kind of thing that we do. And we love it. And I love being here. Thank you so much for inviting me.
I'm so excited to see what happens. Y'all made some mistakes at the end of last stream, but it's fine. I'm gonna bring on the music maestro himself next to introduce himself. So, Yahenda, you look gorgeous. I mean, it's not new for you, I know. Tell me about what you're working on and who you are and what you're doing.
Okay. Well, I am a musician. I have been for a long time. I've had a couple of different bands in my time with varying degrees of success. Love and I miss all of them. Now I'm making music on my own. I put out one album so far, but now my distributor has gotten all screwy. I won't mention who they are, but they're doing a terrible job, and I'm on the hunt for a new one, and I will tell that story. I'll serve that tea when it's done brewing. So that's prevented me from releasing any music in the last little while, but like music on my own list. But I have been continuously working on stuff, so it's all set to come out as soon as I sort out the legal matters. And also, like you said, yeah, I'm taking on commissions. So if you have, say, a piece of music that you would like to use for your channel, for your stream, for your whatever media production you've got, but you know that you can't because it belongs to someone else, you can get me and say, I want something that feels like this, and I have a great time making something that feels like that, but sounds like this, and makes you happy. So if that's what you need done, I'm the guy to do the doing. So yeah, look me up with Yahenda. Just punch it in the thingy, and everything will come up.
And not to like prolong the intros, but honestly, it was the coolest thing. Yahenda wrote this for me, this background you're hearing, this D&D like drama, and also for my show that I do tomorrow, that's my talk show style show. I'm sure I sent him word gibberish. That was like, I need a thing that sounds like this, but also like this, and can you make it kind of like this, but happy, but determined, but inspirational. And like what I got back was like gold. So yeah, hit that up. Okay, let me bring on somebody else that's super recognizable to this world. You know her, you love her. Hope, hi, thank you so much for being here. I mean, you don't need much of an introduction, but tell me about what you're working on these days and what's exciting you these days and what you do.
Yeah, hey everyone, I'm Hope from Hope For TTRPGS. I have a lot. So, what I do is I try to create a supportive community of people, the TTRPG family, solidarity, just community, and we just try to support each other and help each other out. There are many ways that we do that, just through support, through chatting, through resources, through advice, sponsoring, all that kind of stuff. So make sure you check Hope For TTRPGs out on basically anything. Our Discord is so close to 700 members, so that's really cool.
Amazing.
Some of the other things I have going on is I'm a creative director for Crafting Geeks magazine. It's a really cool magazine that is free to download, that just features anybody and everybody in the TTRPG community. So if you go to the website, you can get in on that. You can get your own ad in there for free. We've got articles, all that stuff. The website's just an awesome place to find other TTRPG creators, as well as a shop that if you use the code HOPE10, you get 10% off. They have a lot of Chessex dice and just Crafting Geek merch, so really cool. To continue with the codes, if you want awesome t-shirts.
I need that shirt. I'm gonna get it eventually.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You can get this at Gemmed Firefly. Otherwise, you might know him as Dungeon Glitch, and you can actually use code HOPE15 for 15% off of literally the best t-shirts around. And then if you want really pretty dice, like the ones that I'm using today, you guys can check out Adventure Dice. Use the same code of HOPE10 and get 10% off of your dice. They are Canada-based, so that's
No
really
way!
cool.
What's
Yeah.
up, Canucks? Yeah.
So yeah, lots of links, lots of fun things. I just do my best to help support the community as much as I can. So thanks for having me. I'm really excited to continue playing this week.
Amazing. Okay, and last but most certainly not least, let's bring on Loretta Jean, the Sparrow Queen. Look at your hair, though.
Oh yeah, it's refreshed. It's a bit of a pink and purple situation.
Refreshed. It is like a slice of lemon and a hot tub in the coldest of winter nights all at once.
Thank you
You
so
look amazing.
much.
Tell me what you're
Thank
working
you.
on and what you're doing these days.
So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Loretta Jean. I'm a Toronto-based academic scholar by daytime sometimes, though really that's a all-nighter kind of situation sometimes too. I'm working on a PhD at the University of Toronto at the Centre for Drama, Theatre and Performance Studies. So I study the theatre, which is how we need to say that always. Yes, exactly, with a little flourish. But what I study is also what I do. So I'm also a performer and producer of Neo Burlesque here in Toronto, and my troupe is called Nerd Girl Burlesque. So pretty much what it says on the packaging is what you get. I've been doing that for a while, and we've produced a few digital shows during the pandemic. Hopefully we're starting to start talking about doing some in-person shows, but I can't spill the beans on that quite yet. And the other thing I do is that I also read tarot, and that's one of my passions. I've been doing that for about 20 years, and people can go to my website and book there or shoot me a DM, and as always, I whatever the rates are that you see on my booking site, I do have sliding scale available for people who identify as BIPOC or as members of the LGBTQ plus community. So if those apply to you and you would like to have your cards read, just shoot me an email or a DM, and we'll get something set up.
I feel like these days my cards are going to be like, you hate yourself, do better, listen to the earth. I don't know anything about cards. That's probably wrong. We'll talk about it later.
we can definitely do a reading. Okay. I'm happy to read for you.
Okay, let's bring everybody on now. Hello. Not the map yet, though. Just all the humans. Okay. So, last week, the lot of you met at a play. There was a play happening in the city of Daronia that is known for its arts and culture, and you were all there to see a play called A Midwinter's Fall by the famous playwright Force Shutterlance. If you think about it a while, you'll get it. Maybe you won't. Don't worry about it.
I didn't think there was anything to think about. It was a strong feeling.
It was feels. Somewhere towards the end of the play, a bunch of y'all got pickpocketed by this little miscreant who ended up being the son of the mayor. He was just kind of a jerk called Wilson, but in the end, he was just a teenager. But what
So
you
privileged.
found, so privileged. Wilson. Dragonborn privilege, am I right? But in the kerfuffle, there was a bunch of benches and tables turned over, and in the bottom, you saw messages, seemingly written from the warehouse where these items of furniture were made. And they said things like, is there anything beyond the wall? Is there something more than this? Essentially, like, these sad sort of, very David Bowie-esque, now that I think about it, messages.
Very existential questions.
Very existential. And you sort of, through a little bit of questioning and asking around, you found out that these, like a lot of the furniture across Asterie, is made at the Amerlon warehouse. And it is this very mysterious place. Nobody had a lot to say about it, except that nobody ever goes there. Nobody knows anything about it. They just receive the furniture, and it's always on time. And that's all they know. You decided to head off to this warehouse. You tracked down a sort of a person at the dock who knew a lot about boats, who actually owned a boat. Her name was Raya. She was happy to bring you down there, but she knew that nobody's allowed on the grounds of the Amerlon warehouse unless they're there to pick up or drop off, which she was not that day. She was happy though to take your fair gold and drop you a little bit away, and then you walked up to the warehouse. There was some sneaking. There was some looking through the bars. There was some seeing. You had a little bit of a conversation with a warforged who happened to be there gardening. And then one of your party decided to sneak in through the back, came into a little bit of difficulty, and is now trying to climb some walls. What I would like to do is kind of go around tell me who you're playing, what your character is, what they look like, and what you sort of did in the sort of last 5 minutes when we ended the last game. Does anybody want to just start, or should I call you out?
I mean
go ahead.
Theater person goes first. Okay.
Yeah.
there we go. So Tattletale, being the consummate rogue that he is, though no one could ever tell, did manage to sneak around the back pretty effectively. Was then just instantly abandoned by his robot friend, his non-robot friend, not a robot, and went over the wall on his own to step into a big pit of acid. So that's fun. So the skin on his legs is all burnt, and then he tried to sneak around, try to get a better view by climbing up the wall of the Amerlon warehouse, and it's having a little trouble getting there. In the meantime, he's started hearing some kerfuffle towards the front of the warehouse and is not really sure what's going on.
How much damage did Tallow take? I feel like it was quite a bit.
It was a lot of damage. it was like half his hit points worth of damage.
Yikes.
So he's got to be a little more gentle with himself. He needs to do a little self-care now, climbing up a wall.
Well, Bronwyn, you might as well go next.
Yeah, so around the front of this Amerlon warehouse, we were trying to get in the front gate, which we discovered was enchanted and that it was not going to go very well for us should we try to open it. We managed to get the attention of one of the Warforged who we saw inside. Tried to convince them that we had an appointment with Reggie, who we were returning after he had upgrade, I believe was the terminology we used. They weren't going for it. Bronwyn is a little bit on the, I don't know that feisty is the word I want to use.
Impulsive?
Impulsive, mildly chaotic, not very patient side. And decided that she had had quite enough of this and that I was just going to try to blow the whole thing down. And that's where we left off. I don't know if I actually did cast the spell, but I had said that I was going to do that.
As I recall, you did.
You did cast the spell, and we will need to do the damage portion of that. I realized we didn't because I just thought it was such a dramatic place to end. But we will have to do the damage and all that. But that's fine. Noelle or Reggie?
I'll go next because I think Reggie's point of view is honestly best for last. I think that'll be a great point to get us back in. Anyway, so Noelle is your friendly cleric, and she kind of spent a lot of the last session just trying to get to know everybody and just trying to figure out what they needed to get helped out, and also just trying to figure out Reggie. So she's been figuring out what humans can be and what Warforged can be, and just really relating to them. So they got to Amerlon, and they've been at the gate, and so she's been trying to kind of talk to one of the robots inside, and has started to see that hey, that's some intense emotions, they need saving too. And she was about ready to bust down the door when she knew that Tallow got hurt, but then she started the conversation, and then there was a thunderclap, I believe. And let's see if Noelle can actually survive getting hit from behind from the friend.
All right, so as Reggie, I had come around the back of the warehouse outside the fence to join up with the crew out front to see if we could sweet talk our way in through the gates. And after diplomacy failed, and when Bronwyn brought the thunder, suddenly, and with good reason, their alarms went off. If I'm correct in saying that, yeah. And now, in case you hadn't tuned into the previous episode, Reggie is secretly a Warforged himself.
Oh.
But no one knows it because of his clever disguise.
Don't
where he hides
say.
his face off.
Don't.
Real.
Don't.
Well, I'm catching people up. So, yeah. So, in the midst of our adventure, Reggie confides in his team that he actually is a Warforged, and that somehow we could use that to our advantage. So that's what led to the plot of trying to return him from a service upgrade to get access into the warehouse. So, after that failed and everything, the thunderclap came. The Warforged inside, the guardian one said, just started saying alarm, 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 and then the rest of them, all of them started joining in, alarm, alarm, and Reggie, thinking ahead, apparently, seemingly betrays his team and starts going alarm, 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 and shouting at them. And that's where I remember us leaving off.
Literally. So what we will do, let's bring on the map.
And also, I believe I cast Bless on the three of us in the front, and I believe we also had a bardic inspiration. Is that still lasting?
Yeah. What just happened was essentially in about 5 seconds. Everything happened at once. Tattletale fell off the wall. You cast Bless. Bronwyn cast Thunderwave, and then Reggie reacted when that set off seemingly an alarm. So all of that happened at once. So make sure you mark off your Bless spell, and so that's on, I presume, you, Bronwyn, and Reggie, right?
Yes.
Sure, because Tattletale is just off doing his own jam. Tell me, Bronwyn, about your Thunder Wave. Is that a dex save? I feel like that's a dex save. Is it not?
So, I messed up when I made my character sheet, and I thought that I took Thunderwave, but in fact, I took Thunderclap. This is a Constitution saving throw, and I actually had a question for you, Stella. It says each creature within range has to make a Constitution saving throw, or they'll take 1d6 thunder damage. So I don't know how that translates to an inanimate object, or are we considering Warforged as creatures?
Okay. So
Inanimate, how dare you?
Warforged are
Racist.
creatures. They are definitely creatures in this world, so absolutely. So you were aiming this on this Warforged creature that you were just talking to over here, right?
I was trying to aim it at the gate, but if I have to direct it at the creature, then sure, we'll go for him.
Yeah, it's fine. If you're trying to aim it at the gate, you can aim at the gate. What's the range on it, though?
100 feet.
I mean, sorry, the distance, the area effect.
5 feet.
Oh, okay. So if you only aim it at the gate, right at the lock, you will get no creatures in there. And it's a con save. A gate doesn't have a Constitution saving throw. But go ahead, and I will base whether you shake this gate based on your damage roll. So go ahead and roll me damage on that.
All right. Boop-a-doo.
What kind of damage is it? Bludgeoning?
Of
It's
course,
thunder
I
damage.
just closed
it's
it again.
thunder damage.
It's actual thunder damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's thunder damage. All right. So.
Which sorry, nerdy DM.
Yeah.
But in 3.5, thunder damage and sonic damage were essentially the same thing, and they actually did double damage to any crystals or constructs or things like that.
Well, it's a good thing we're playing 5e, and this is the
Right.
gate.
Oh.
I appreciate your nerddom.
One more pedantic question. Because it's a cantrip, do you want me to still roll a d20 or just
No,
for damage?
you don't need to, because this is the gate. It's going to hit it. I'll tell you that. But I want to get a sense of the damage you roll on this to see what it does. It hits. You aim it on the gate, and there's a certain amount of shaking of this gate. But I'm going to... Tell me how bad this damage is.
I rolled 4.
Okay. So you see the gate rattle a little. And there might be a few scratches in the lock. You don't think it does a ton of damage, but I will give anybody who does something to the gate on the next turn, advantage. For that.
Ooh.
I know that Noelle was getting ready to hit it before until the Warforged talked back to her. So seeing now that we are going full-blown action here, she'll be like, oh, okay. And so she's going to take her mace and smack it as hard as she can.
I will give you that as a surprise action, and then we'll roll for initiative. So go ahead and do that, and then everybody give me your initiative roll after that. What up?
Oh, my lord.
Ooh! Alright, that is 19
to hit? That hits a gate. Yes,
Yes.
go ahead and roll me damage.
Okay, yeah, sorry. Sometimes I forget that some DMs, I know we just discussed that, but oh well. I was warming up my D20s anyway.
No, it's fine.
because
If you would have
after
rolled like a
last
1 or
round-
something, you would have missed, but that's, yeah.
Which also, this is the first time like anybody has seen Noelle do this kind of stuff, so, you know, probably should roll for it.
I mean, I still haven't seen her do it because my face is against a wall.
Yeah. And that's 8 points of damage from the mace.
So you smash into sort of like the lock in this gate, and you see everybody, not Tattletale because you're not there, but everybody else roll me a quick perception check, and give me your initiative after that.
Oh no, there's the nat 1.
Oh no!
You see nothing? Cool.
19 on perception.
9 on perception.
Okay, just Bronwyn, you see like sort of a puff of green come out of the lock, and that gives you pause for a second. Okay, so I'm gonna roll initiative for the people you see right now. Between all of you, who you see on the field here is this Warforged right in front of you. You see, and I will say that you saw this right at the end of last. The stone statues that you thought were statues start taking a step towards you. You see that one move, and you see this one over here move. So I'm gonna roll initiative for the 2 statues together. So that's that. And then I will roll for... Oh shit, dang, okay. That sort of Warforged in front of you. Okay. And then, Reggie, give me your initiative.
It's actually already there. I rolled a 0.
No.
-1 initiative and a 1 on the D20.
You're just sitting there screaming alarm and don't
Alarm.
realize that things are
Alarm.
happening around
I
you.
am judiciously withholding action until the scene plays out.
Sure, yeah.
As a clever, far superior of intelligence, war
Yeah,
machine,
no, obviously,
too.
yes.
So I will actually say, we didn't exactly make this clear, but as soon as everybody started making moves, and the thunder clap happened, these 2, not the 2 there, but the Warforged right in front kind of stood up and started saying, alarm, alarm, alarm. And that's what made these 2 statues behind start moving. And then Reggie sort of started mimicking that and saying, alarm, alarm.
Yes.
That's your voice, right? Bronwyn, what's your initiative?
20.
Ooh,
Noelle.
we're initiative buddies, because I got 22.
Did you really?
Nice.
I did.
Dang. Okay.
Maybe one day when I'm a real boy.
I was thinking about giving you disadvantage, but I won't. Because I'm nice. Because you're not even there. But I'm nice. It's fine. You hear... I won't. You hear alarm, alarm. So it's fine. And then Noelle, what's your initiative?
8.
I mean, that's nice. That sounds really good for you.
I love
At least
that
it's not
for
a
you.
nat
love that.
1.
Right?
I'm gonna keep track this time how many nat 1s I roll.
Like, legit. Oh, shoot.
I
Did
feel
put-
like you had an alarming amount last time, and you were rolling with
Yeah.
physical die too, right? Not in D&D Beyond.
Yeah, I would switch
Yeah,
that
and
die.
3 sets, but 3 sets though. I've got
Oh.
3 of them, and they were all rolling nat 1s.
I hate to ask this, but are they all from the same company?
Don't shade.
They
Don't shade
actually
anybody. Don't shade
are. One
anybody.
of them is Chessex, so...
Hold on. Shoot. I just put this in the wrong place. You
Like, I
said
was
in-
test rolling them before the night too, and they were rolling fine before we started.
Well, obviously you got rid of all their good luck before that.
Apparently.
You have to soak them after you roll them. You have to soak them in the blood of your enemies.
Oh, it's like my
She's
hair.
she's a cleric. It'll be like holy water or something.
I hear that the webcam adds 10 microlances. So.
Wow. Did you just call me fat?
Okay,
Oh
enough.
my
None of
God.
that. Cancelled. Okay. So we're at the top of the order.
The dice! That's a good one.
Bronwyn and Tattletale, what are your dexterity?
My dexterity is 20.
Oh shit.
Minus 14.
Okay. Weirdly, Tattletale, you are scrambling up this wall, and you hear from the front, a sort of higher voice, but robotic, like your new friend, say, "Alarm! Alarm! Alarm!" And then you hear your new friend pop in, "Alarm! Alarm!"
Oh, I know what this. I am used to trying to get out of situations like this.
Mm-hmm.
So as soon as I hear that, I just instantaneously go into rogue mode. And I'm like, I need to get to the top of this building so I have advantage. I can hide up there. I can, take my time, assess the situation, help out where I can, all that kind of stuff. So he's going to continue because he's still. I don't remember if last week had I think I had tried to throw my rope up there to gain some purchase.
Yeah, and as far as I remember, you rolled an out one on that.
I did. That's
Yeah.
right. That's
you are at the bottom of this building, and I will tell you right now, it's about, so it's like, you can tell there's 2 floors in this building. It's about, 10 feet up, 11 feet, and then it's another 10 feet or so, and then it's a raked roof. It's on your side, flat. It bricks, but it's quite flat, so the DC is pretty high, but, do what you will.
Okay. All right. I'm so nervous now. Okay. All right. So, Tattletale. What's Tattletale? All right, get the character. What's Tattletale do? Do I see the golems start moving? The brick people.
Let me see. You do not see the one in front because you wouldn't. Okay, roll me a perception check.
All right. Let's hope and pray that I know what the hell's happened, that I have situational awareness. Not really, I got an 11.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, you were trying to climb up this wall desperately. You don't see what's going on behind you. You hear a lot of things going on, but you don't see anything around you.
Okay, do I remember the blast radius of the glyph from last week?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have a pretty good sense from when you landed square on it. It's not huge. You recall when you landed on it, it splashed right up at you. You don't think it's huge. You think it's probably maybe 1 or 2 people standing next to each other, and that's it. It's not huge.
Okay, then what I'm gonna do is, I hear somebody shouting alarm, and I'm totally torn between 2 potential things to do. So I am going to run down to where I see the glyph.
Okay.
On the path. I'm going to stay about 10 feet away from it and try to figure out what's happening in the situation. So can I use my action to do another perception check?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's hope I see what the hell is going on now.
What, 30,
okay, a 20.
Feet? Oh,
a 20.
Okay.
Okay.
So from where you are, you do see, and I think you saw this last game, you see another glyph sort of right in front of you, about 15 feet away. You see with a 20 to your left, about whatever that is, 30 feet away, you see what you thought previously was a statue start to move. And you see, let's see here, in front of you, your friends outside the gate. You see a stone golem, nope. That's what you saw to your left. You see another Warforged kind of standing up and doing alert, alert, alert.
Okay.
So looking straight at your friends.
So, do I see this? Do I see the guy that is in front of the warehouse, or no? Is that still blocked?
No, you wouldn't be able to see that because it's way around the corner.
Okay, all right. Then I am going to shout to the rest of the people out there,
You have a mind link. You don't need to shout.
don't mind me. I just think I'm going to go and steal everything in this warehouse. Won't that be so fun? Yes, just delightfully a good time, don't you think?
Oh, what a good diversion.
And
boy.
I am going to let's see, I have a bonus action. So I think I'm gonna hold my bonus action.
You can. You can only hold an action.
Damn! Never mind then. So I will wait and see what happens with the rest of them until my next turn.
Okay. So you kind of like give up on climbing the wall, roll around, and basically do this over here, over here.
Yep, I sure do.
Yep. Yep.
Oh,
Bronwyn,
bless your heart.
it's your turn.
All right. Oh gosh. Can you just
So
what is behind us on this map?
This is okay. So there's nothing behind you on the map. There is
Okay.
a path out into the woods.
Into the woods.
Into the woods.
Sorry.
You're forgiven.
I always enjoy a theater nerd joke. So that was good. Gosh, what am I going to do? Okay,
Gosh.
well that thunderclap was not very convincing or effective. I'm tempted to try hideous laughter. I just don't know if what effect that might have on a warforged. So sure, why not?
Okay.
Let's do it. So I would like to cast hideous laughter on our friend directly in front
I
of us.
presume, is that a con save or what kind of save is
I
that?
think it's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save?
Yes, and my wisdom is 14.
Okay. I rolled a. What's the? Oh, I promise you, I rolled a 13 plus 1, which is a 14 in this case. So this warforged sort of looks at you. What do you say for hideous laughter?
Nothing. I think that for hideous laughter, like it's different than
Vicious
a
mockery.
vicious mockery, which was the other one that I have. But yeah, for hideous laughter, it's like they just get consumed by like a fit of laughter that they can't stop laughing, and they kind of like fall all over themselves.
So you're not a bard who tries to tell a joke. You're just like, go down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this warforged sort of like looks at you and. And that's it.
All right.
That's your action.
Cool. What else can I do? I could perhaps. Can I inspire somebody at this
Absolutely.
at this exact moment? I would like to extend some inspiration to. Who did I give it to last time? Was it Hope?
Yeah, I think I have a dice for it.
Okay. All right. Well, Reggie, consider yourself inspired. I will do a little.
I was already inspired.
Were you?
Yeah.
I don't think
I was trying to say, I don't know if they would like to pick up or something. Yeah, I'm fully inspired. I got my little inspiration sun and everything.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, then you're both already inspired, and I think that Talo is too far away, so I can't do that. I'm just gonna be like, well, shit, and pass my turn, because any of these things that we're doing aren't working super well. Yeah.
I mean, speak for yourself. My distraction is amazing.
It's elaborate.
Amazing.
Okay, so this statue starts walking ominously towards the sound of alert, and it comes just behind your new this warforged that you were talking to, and it looks out at you and takes a defensive stance And this were for, golem. Damn it, I keep mixing up the names. The same. These are definitely stone golems. I'm just going to tell you. It walks forward, and it's going to also use its action to dash, and will stand right next to the pit gate and take a defensive stance as well. And that's it. Noel,
Okay.
you're up. Nope. No, shoot. I skipped your new Warforged friend at the door. Now that these two stone statues are right next to it, it stops saying, "Alert! Alert!" And it looks straight at you and says, "You may not pass the gate without an appointment. Do you have an appointment?"
Would you like us to react?
Yeah, go ahead.
This
Yeah.
particular.
Didn't we already have this discussion?
Yep.
Yeah, we sure did. Gosh. I'm not sure. I could. No, because that's an action. So I think while we're in initiative, I can't attempt to charm these people.
Nope.
People.
You can though, just in terms of my sort of, initiative, you can talk. Like we sort of like do the adventure movie thing of like, we can pause everything and talk. You can't do any actions or anything, but if you want to respond and have a conversation, that's open to everybody right now. Except for maybe Telltale, if you want to say something, I'm going to have to have you roll a perception check. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. Just to see if you hear, because you are good, probably 50 feet away.
Yeah, I think at this point I was trying to lure the things into the acid trap if I could, and obviously that did not work, so I'm just going to sort of head back to the wall and try to pretend like I didn't do anything.
So we'll do that on your turn.
That's my thing.
And any of the three of you in front of the gate want to say anything or do anything?
We're making an appointment now.
What is your appointment regarding?
We tried to tell you already regarding this upgraded Amerlon worker that we're returning to you.
This is not one of our workers. Please enter a new appointment objective.
No.
Can we make an appointment now?
We need to speak to, and I lost my notes. What was the guy's name? I'm sorting through all of it.
Gord.
Yeah, we're here to see Pantre Gord.
I will put you in the appointment book for tomorrow.
It has to be today.
Yeah, tomorrow's no good for us. It has to be today. So talk to whoever you need to talk to, but it needs to happen today.
I have already been instructed that there are no appointments for today. Please exit the facility.
And what if we don't?
We have security.
What kind of security?
And for a second, actually, everybody, the three of you, roll me an insight check.
Insight?
Yeah.
15.
15.
B?
Yep.
I rolled a B.
A B. Oh, that's probably a nat 20 because it's D&D Beyond. So, Mia.
Yeah, it showed up on my sheet as 21, so you had a
okay.
line.
This actually is perfect. So the two of you sort of see, which is weird for a Warforged, it like blinks. But Reggie notices like a bit of like confusion and almost like somebody being like, what the fuck? Like, what do you think? What kind of security? Like, look at these dudes. It's almost like that was like painted on their face. Reggie knows this because they were made of the same kind of thing. And they know, they can see a subtle like twist of a screw or like a little bit of a... so Reggie knows that this Warforged is like, what are you talking about? Like, look at these two, they're about to kill you, you should leave. The other two of you just saw a Warforged blink.
So that was an insight check. Like,
Sorry,
does
what are we
that?
getting from this insight? I'm not clear on what you're telling us.
So Reggie, you see
that I know that, yes.
yeah, you see emotion. Well, because you're a warforged that also has emotion, right? Even though like you don't know how to express it a lot of times or anything, and you don't understand how humans work, you just saw this emotion from this warforged. So if it was like a
Which emotion?
like a what the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here! You're in danger.
Okay.
Interesting.
Concern.
Yeah.
Okay.
Using the mind link to Tallow, I guess Noah's just gonna kind of send over a message like, they have an appointment for us tomorrow. Can you come back? Can you get out? Or do we come in now? And see what he kind of thinks as he's on the inside.
Can I do an intelligence check to try to figure out what these things are?
The stone golems. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, that's gonna be on your turn. We're pausing for the conversation, but you're not like in that. But you could definitely do that on your turn.
So through the mind link, I'll let her know. Yes, I can get back out if I need. Oh, sorry. Why, yes, I can certainly get back out if I need to. I'm very subtle and quick most of the time. I did have a little mistake earlier, but I don't think we need mention that ever again.
What mistake?
Alright.
No.
How
mistake.
dare you!
Okay.
You hush your mouth.
I gave you a little break from initiative, but we're back in initiative.
Mhm.
So that was we're officially at Noelle's initiative.
Oh no.
I guess for deciding action, I guess she'll just say another thing to Bronwyn and be like, should we just come back tomorrow? We can camp out here, or do we go in?
I mean, that might be the best thing to do right now. I just know that means that we lose our ride back. So that's really unfortunate. I just don't know how to get through to these people.
Through the mind link, I'll throw things like it might be easier to come back after dusk.
Because robots don't see well in the dark.
Well, no, it's mainly because I've scouted out where the traps are, and certainly, if there are people inside, they won't be there in the evening, and we can search the premises as necessary.
Reggie
Wow.
would not have heard that because you don't have the mind link.
Yes.
Yeah, and Hope, do you
I
want
was
to
just about to actually take that into account while responding to the conversation that I could hear.
Okay.
Is that considering that the goal of our mission was to investigate and get information and not attempt anything of a violent nature, why not just return tomorrow under protocol? Well, more likely to get the kind of answers we are looking for.
Alrighty.
Bronwyn kind of flashes him a look like, you know, did you just give away our plans to the enemy? But, like, a very contemptuous look.
Noelle just starts to turn back to like the Warforged and the Golems and be like, okay, well, thank you for making the appointment, and we will be back tomorrow in time.
Like, I love Noelle, like, outside, you might still have to die, but, like, I'm just saying. You know, she's like, okay, thanks, we'll see you tomorrow, thanks for your service.
And
Does
Bronwyn's
my voice
kind of
really
like,
carry that much?
Bronwyn's kind of kicking the dirt, being like, I'm just kind of like muttering and swearing under her breath because she's frustrated, but also realizes that she kind of started this, so.
Reggie, you're up, and at the end of the initiative order, do you want to do anything on your turn before we sort of like close, maybe not close initiative, who knows, I don't know what you're going to do, go ahead.
As I was going to wait and see how this was going to turn out, I still had decided what path Reggie was going to take, whether, I don't know, nothing really happened, so I'm not going to do anything this turn. I feel like we can get away with the damage that we've done. We can get away scot-free, and then just come back tomorrow when we have an appointment and we can move forward with our plan. So I'm choosing to do nothing this action.
Okay. we're back at the top of the order, which is Tattletale to start. Tattletale, do you want to do anything that's aggressive, or should we pull ourselves out of initiative?
So I don't want to do anything that's aggressive towards anybody, but I do want to, while those guys are distracted, I want to see if I can actually get my rope up over the chimney up there. So
Sorry,
that
guys,
if we
someone at the door, I'll be right back.
Yep.
so that if we do need to go into if we need to sneak in, it'll be easier for everyone else to do it later on.
Okay. I will have you roll me a sleight of hand check to see if you can get it up
Okay.
there without being noticed.
Alrighty.
Cause rogue, come on, you got this.
Okay, so I got an 11, but I am going to do a thing.
I bet you are. You
I'm
just
gonna
gave
repeat-
advantage to your damn self.
If that's acceptable on your channel. If
Fine.
not, I'll give it to like the next persuasion
Nope,
check
go
or
ahead.
something like
Go
that.
ahead.
I'm like, I've been watching for a while, honey. I got
Yeah.
some points.
Okay, go
Yes,
ahead.
indeed.
Okay.
It's all right. Let's see if I can do a little better this time. Oh my God, I did worse. I got a 10. So I will use my final thing. I will use my final thing to give myself an extra D6, which is a 5. So it would have been a total of 16.
By the, I don't know, oil of your shell, you kind of take a look around. Ding, ding. And your little rope with a little hook on the end is stuck sort of just at the top of the slope of this, and you give it a little tug. It seems
Little tug.
sturdy. The three of you at the front, do you say anything else? I'm going to come back to you, Tallow, but do you say anything else or do anything else? Do you just walk away? What do you do here?
Can I send a message through the link?
Sure.
I do believe I've secured a way in later on if we need it this evening. Please try to keep them distracted for just a little longer while I attempt to escape now.
Skip.
For the appointment, do we need a confirmation number of any sort?
We don't want to come back here and say, I spoke to X, and you'll say, no one here by that name.
Exactly, and I really don't want to have to bust out asking to speak to your manager. So, could you give us a scroll?
Oh, Karen.
Could you give us
Roll
a
Karen? Did you say roll? I was thinking the exact same thing.
Roll for Karen.
Roll a Karen check.
Yep.
Could you please give us a scroll of confirmation for our appointment?
This Warforged looks back at you and says, "My name is Mistral. I will be here at 9 a.m. tomorrow to invite you in to have your meeting with Mr. Gord.
Okay, Mistral. Thank
There
you.
will be 3 of you.
Maybe 4. 3 or 4, probably.
I am not able to give an appointment to anybody who is not present whilst they
Oh,
make
God.
the appointment.
All right.
3 of us, yes.
Well, I'm going to send through the psychic link. Keep her distracted. Keep her distracted. And I'm going to start sprinting towards the back of the compound.
You
Mistral?
didn't hear that, though.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Damn it. Sorry, never mind. Metagaming, my bad.
Thank you. Please exit the premises. Goodbye."
Excuse me, just one more question, Mistral. Tell me, and I put on, my best excitable, happy, bardic grin and bust out a charm person. I would like to, I'm gonna burn a spell slot on that. I'm going there. That I would like to see if I can charm Mistral, and see if they will give us some information. Like, say, how long have you worked here?
What's the save on that?
Oh my god.
It's against my wisdom, which is 14.
I promise you I just rolled a 15.
You are trying to charm a robot.
Well, Bard's got a bard, so I'm trying my best here.
They be pardoned. They do be pardoned.
Yeah, maybe I have a pretty good modifier on that. I feel like eventually it's gonna come around.
Yeah.
And then you'll all see.
Thank you for visiting. Amerlon, please exit the premises.
During that whole interaction, after I got the rope up onto the roof and I knew it was secure, I would have immediately started heading towards the back.
Roll me a stealth check.
Oh. Why you always gotta be asking me for checks and shit?
I can't believe that
20.
an Amerlon representative didn't offer you to send you a copy of that conversation. Doesn't ring true.
Right, so I got a 20 for my stealth
Oh my
check.
goodness. Okay, so you manage to sort of sneak around. Roll me as you're walking past, just a quick perception check.
Okay, all right. It's like you think you're a goddamn DM or something. Asking me for all these checks. I actually got a 20 on my stealth check.
Okay.
Or my perception check. It's all 20s all the way down.
Okay, we'll see. As you sort of, just after you did that and you start running, you hear the back door. Because as you came in, right, you saw these like huge sort of steel barn doors at the back. You can tell that like it closed in the back. And then you scoot out, you check around, the door's closed, you sneak out the way you came, climb the tree, and I will just say that you are outside the big gate around.
I feel like you absolutely have to mention that I climbed the tree incredibly gracefully.
It was beautiful.
As a turtle would do, yes.
That's right.
It was.
I'm trying to visualize that and just having a really hard time.
That's literally the point of this character. So it is like literally sort of like dumpy little turtle butler looking guy wandering around, and then all of a sudden he like turns sideways and he's like the sneakiest person you've ever seen. Like all you can see is shell and beard, and then he's just like skittering up the tree, like looking around.
I could totally compose a piece of music for that. I'm visualizing.
Skittery turtle. Like
That's what it's called. So good.
I want so much.
Yeah.
I want so much.
We'll talk. I'm like a car manufacturer sneaking in advertising into the program.
This is literally what we
It's
do.
native advertising.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It came up organically. What do you want from me?
You owe me money. Okay, so you climb up and you are outside the gate. We're finishing this conversation in the front. It'll take you, I think we decided, about 5 minutes to walk around because it's a good 100 feet or so. But your friends at the front, the three of you, are you doing anything else before you sort of back away from the property? Because you are very much encouraged to walk away from the property at this point. The two stone golems approach the gate, and this Warforged, that Red G, noticed something behind her eyes, saying her voice is saying, make an appointment, there's official business here, but her eyes are saying, please leave, I'm concerned about you. But only Reggie noticed that.
I would like to say one last thing
Sure.
to that Warforged.
Yeah.
I have seen beyond the wall. Don't you want to know?
Scandal.
Just Reggie. Roll me an insight check.
You could have worked out for me last time. I don't know what could possibly go wrong this time.
It's gonna be great.
Nothing.
Except that it's
Nothing.
nice. 5? Plus 1,
Oh.
6.
Oh my god.
Mistral, now you know their name, looks at you, blinks, and starts walking backward. Alert over. and you see the golems starting to like walk back to their stations. With a 6, that's all you see.
I feel like I've been judged. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you have.
it comes down to a number. Like, is there no?
So we're playing this game. It's called Dungeons and Dragons, and
Hold on.
you have to roll a dice.
Slow down. A game?
Whoa.
There.
And then I
You think this
suppose
is
like
some sort of game?
some sort of fucking game. My life is a game. Anyways, this sneaky turtle sort of like shows up next to like, and I will just say for jokesies, all three of you are like, the fuck.
Oh, hello. I do so hope that you enjoyed leaving me alone to burn to death in an acid pool. But we shall speak
You're
of it
saying
no
that
more.
to all of us, or just Reggie? Because he's the one that left.
I don't think that someone like Tallowtail would make that distinction. Obviously, everyone around him is to blame for this.
Noelle's just gonna come up to be like, oh my goodness, oh you poor thing, and she's just gonna kind of like basically just put her hands like on your cheeks, you know, just like, oh you poor thing, but like on yours, not her own, and is going to cast Cure Wounds.
As she does, you see like the gold coloration in his skin sort of light up and glitter a little bit, and you see the damage being repaired on
By
his legs.
11 points.
Ooh.
Oh damn! I think that's actually
Good.
exactly how much he
Okay,
lost.
okay,
It totally
okay.
is.
Something close to it.
Yeah, no, it's
Cool.
exactly what he lost. I'm now
Perfect.
back at full health.
Okay, I did good. Or,
So,
oh, you
I
poor thing. Oh, you
thank
better feel. I hope you feel better. And she like pats your cheek and then takes her hands away.
Well, my goodness, I suppose you're useful after all. Hmm.
Wow. Okay.
I
So
do
the-
my best.
I assume the three of you at this point walk away. I will have everybody, as you walk away, roll me. I'm just trying to give it to you, though. Roll me one more insight check. TRPG Academy, thank you for the sub.
21.
9?
19. I rolled good.
Okay. So
Got a 12. ladies
as
and
you all start walking away, and the only person who turns around for the last moment is Noelle, and you see the two golems have walked back to their stations, and you see this one warforged that you were talking to sort of put their like little metal hand on the gate and say,
Oh.
and they mouth to you, "There is more." And they sort of turn around and walk back.
And Reggie doesn't see this?
You didn't. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons, wherein you have to roll a dice to see if you're successful.
Who's saying that? Some sort of master of reality?
So only Noelle sees that, and you are now, let's call you, you know, about 50 feet away from the gates. So you are free, you imagine, of the prying eyes of this weird warehouse. What do you want to do?
I would like to. So, what time of the afternoon is it?
So you arrived, what did we say, around 10 or 11, right? It was sort of midday.
10 or 11 in the morning.
Yeah. So that was only maybe half an hour of your time in the time of sneaking up or whatever. Let's just say broadly, it's noon. It's midday. Raya said, I think she said she'd hang out until like 6 p.m., right?
Well, she said midnight.
Midnight.
Thank you
then
for
she
reminding
was
me.
getting out of there.
Yeah.
Don't you rob me of like 6
I
hours.
know, right? Okay.
How dare
Yeah.
you?
But you were still an hour from where she is. You did have to walk up, but yeah, it's
And-
broad day. It's beautiful. It's fall.
When-
Beautiful day.
When will sunset be?
8 p.m.
Okay, so that is long enough. I'm going to look at everyone and I'm going to say, it really did take all my skill to get in there, set up the rope so that we could all sneak in if we need to later, take an enormous amount of damage after my friend here abandoned me. But
You're
I
a
think
friend.
we have...
That's nuts. Because he doesn't understand sarcasm at all. Fair enough.
Yeah, I do believe that we have enough time to maybe go to sleep for a day. And
a whole day? Like,
well, not a whole day, but perhaps take some time to recuperate from from our exertions. I
think that's a good idea. I could certainly, serenade us a little bit if necessary. A little song of rest. If that would be something that might appeal to you. I also have some of these sandwiches left from earlier that I had from the picnic, so perhaps we could have some of that.
Oh, that would be lovely. And just to the DM, we do have enough time for a long rest. Would that be a yes or no on that?
Oh, absolutely. You could find a place to sleep and sleep until about 8 p.m. I will also say that Reggie is a warforged and does not need to sleep.
I just want to recover all of my fancy points so that I can do fancy things.
Yeah. So absolutely, a long rest is 8 hours. Well, it's only 4 hours for Bronwyn. And also, Noelle, you're a half-elf too, right? So it's only 4 hours for you as well. But, the snobby fucking turtle has to take 8 hours. I don't know what accent that is. Sorry, I'll never do it again.
I think you were going for some a little bit of Cockney.
I don't know how to do it.
Little bit of that.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it. You're the only one who has to take 8 hours for a long rest.
This is definitely a higher class accent.
Yeah, it's cool.
There's how dare you?
Look, I got good hair. That's it. That's all I got for you.
I think you've got a good heart too.
Thank you. Anyways, so yes, you can absolutely take a long rest, and you will wake up around, sunset. If you want to, you can totally find a place to take that. If you want to, Tallow, you're the only person who has to take 8 hours. The 2 half-elves only have to take 4, and Reggie does not need to sleep. I mean, unless he insists that he does.
Obviously.
Function with your eye.
Or is he still keeping up this charade, or does he
He admitted to us that he was a warforged.
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
It wouldn't make any sense for me to try and keep up with the charade. Humans are so forgetful; they'll never suspect anything. Okay, yeah, no. So how does it work with a warforged? Do I just reset? Do I even have any spells to reset? I mean,
you don't,
yes,
because
you do.
you're I guess you're an artificer, so you do have things that but you can hit short rest and you get them back. I'm pretty sure.
Doesn't matter. I haven't used any of them, so
yeah. So you're fine. You can actually, if you want to, stand guard, do the checks, whatever. And if the 2 half-elves want to split it and keep Reggie company, it's up to them. But only Liz Snowbee, I can't help but do it. I don't know. I guess I go.
I love that it's infectious.
Yeah, I don't know.
That makes me so happy. I can't even tell you.
Yeah, you're the only one who has to take, but you can definitely take your 8 hours, and then you will wake up at basically sunset. So it's not.
I'm sure that you won't mind looking out over the horizon and keeping watch, as you don't need as much.
And he sort of goes into this sort of vague victim mode.
These old bones need rest,
Don't worry about it, Tallow. I will also stay up for first watch and keep Reggie company. Noelle, you really helped out there, and I'm sorry. I was being snooty and hot-headed, and I'm sorry. So you take first rest. I'll take first watch.
Thank you. It really is a kindness,
I am known for. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say as well. She's like, "Oh no, you were absolutely fine. It was fun."
It's just. I'm sorry. I just have to.
Every day's a new adventure, and I'm just happy to have these adventures with you.
Yes, it's delightful when you get the bottom half of your legs burnt off. It's just glorious.
Oh, Talon.
Yes.
Well, it should feel better now.
Yes, it does. It does. Thank you so much. And he just immediately turns around and just goes and lays down next to a tree.
Does he retreat into his shell when he sleeps? Like
He's so you see him sort of like he's fine, he's regular, and then as anyone attempts to approach him, he's suddenly just like
Turtles.
Turtles.
So he doesn't do it out of necessity, just out of passive aggression.
You just wait and see what he'll do out of necessity.
Okay, first of all, here's a few questions before that happens. How far away
dear.
from the warehouse do you go? What kind of space do you find for yourself?
I would love to see, because this is quite close to the river that we came on, correct?
Yep.
I'd love to see if there's like a nice shady knoll. I would say at least 500 feet away. You know, a good distance, but like.
I mean, I'm gonna try to walk at least 20 minutes, so about like 3/4 of a mile to a mile.
What is our plan exactly? Because have we decided, are we going to sneak in overnight, or are we going to wait for our appointment tomorrow?
I don't think that's been decided yet.
Yeah, and then what about the person who's waiting with the boat? Do we let them go, or see if we can sneak in and make it back to the boat?
Well, I think that it is a good idea to let someone know exactly where we are, just in case something goes terribly, terribly wrong with those monstrous stone things. So perhaps if we go back to the boat, say that, you know, we will take her up on her offer to wait, and take a rest with her in a nice, protected space. I think that would be lovely. Then we can return in the evening, go and scout things out, see if there's anything untoward going on. And after we do that, then if we do see something and we can't accomplish anything, perhaps, then we return in the morning, telling our delightful ride that she may go.
I mean, those are all really excellent ideas, Tallow, and I agree. I don't know how keen Raya's gonna be to stick around, but maybe if we slip her a little bit more money, she'll be willing to take a message back for us to say, you know, investigation pending. Because I do think we're gonna have a tough time getting in there without having the gates open for us.
Or perhaps, she did say that this was one of her off days, but she delivers several times a week, so perhaps she'll be back tomorrow regardless.
Yeah, that's possible. I can't remember exactly what she said her delivery schedule was, but we certainly could inquire. If I remember correctly, it took us maybe an hour to find the boat, or to get from the boat to Amerlon.
Yep.
It's so much simpler when people simply do what they're told.
In what regard? Like, she is staying in one place?
Well, yes. My goodness.
All right.
You simply can't hire good staff anymore.
That does seem to be true. Hope, any thoughts on this? Or sorry, Noelle, any thoughts on this?
I think it would be good to let her know if she needs to stick around or not, because I'd hate for her to be waiting for us and waste all of her time.
I agree. Protocol is important.
I mean, we have paid her thrice what she would have made on any run back down to this godforsaken warehouse. It's not like she's losing money today.
That is true. All right. Well, it does seem like perhaps that would be a safe place for us to take our rest, have some munches, you know, if you feel like being regaled by a song or a tale or, you know, maybe some interpretive dance. I could definitely arrange for that.
I would like to see.
I do not feel like it.
Rude.
Just being honest.
The voice of God would like to see them.
Right.
So you do go back to Raya, is that what I'm understanding here?
I mean, I'm fine with that. Noelle, you're cool with that. Tallow, you're cool with that. Reggie
Hell
is
yes.
being a stick in the mud. And we're just gonna go.
I am mostly stick, yes.
So you walk about an hour, you head back. Raya is just like sitting there having like a whole ass baguette and some like feta cheese and just like Oh,
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's up? You're back early? Did you want to head back?
So there's been maybe a little change of plan. Since we've already paid you anyway, do you think perhaps that we could just have a little bit of a rest here? We're gonna regroup, we're gonna have a conference, we're gonna see if we can come up with some collaborative strategies for what our next move is. Don't
While
worry,
she's
you can
talking, I'm just going to stride up onto the boat, find the most comfortable place to lie down, and go to sleep.
And I also am like annoyed by the fact that I think that Raya doesn't like us very much, so I'd like to use persuasion to try to, be charming.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
25.
Oh! Ooh! Even Tattletale's a little like, ooh, she suddenly got prettier. Mm.
So Raya's like munching her baguette and then like sees you in the like noonday sun and is like yeah, I mean, like, I'm staying here till midnight anyway. Do you want some baguette?
Don't mind if I do. And, Bronwyn kind of reaches over, and she doesn't go for the nibbled end, but, I'm assuming she wasn't biting off both ends of the baguette, so, just kind of rips off
She's
a
not
little
a
bit.
monster.
There's
Even Reggie is kind of like, I don't understand why, but I would like to see her dance now.
Why is Reggie French all
Very
of a
persuasive.
sudden? I like it.
Tattletale, as he's passing, hears this offer and literally just like stretches out his neck a little bit and
No.
takes a big bite of
No.
baguette.
Go to bed. Yeah.
That's enough out of you, sir.
Like, it's cool. Go ahead and look. You've paid me until midnight. That's like, never been good at math. Like a good 10 hours from now, you can sleep on the boat or whatever. Have you ever been on the sea? I have some really good stories.
I would love to hear your stories, please. Please tell us about your adventuring on this river barge.
Have you ever heard of a mermaid? And she starts telling you stories. Is there anything you want to do while you were hanging out? Tattletale goes right to sleep. I assume you find like the nice shady spot in the boat and take a little, cat turtle nap. Don't worry about it. I assume Noelle takes first sleep as well. You only need 4 hours, so you two can switch off. You can go ahead and take the two of you. Well, don't yet, but give me a second. I will say, Bronwyn, you're having a story time with Raya. She actually has really good stories. She's been around Asterie. She's like faced ghosts. She's sort of known as one of the best sort of seafaring people in this land, and she's taken people places. And you were sort of impressed by her tales.
I mean, I would be. I am of the College of Lore, so I am very impressed by her storytelling abilities, by the things she's been through, the action, the adventure, and I just think that she's a lovely, lovely person, and I would like to get to know her better.
Also, just for jokes, for flavor, because I'm Stella, roll me a d20. Just a straight d20.
Straight d20, coming on up.
There's nothing going to be straight about this roll.
There we go.
I rolled a 6.
I mean, she's not your type physically.
All right.
She might be others, but she's been through it. I think maybe your tastes are slightly more refined, but you do love her stories and her tales.
I do love a sailor.
In these 4, you think that you could like be besties with her? She's maybe not your type, based on that 6, unfortunately. I was really excited there for a second. Anyways, moving on. Is there anything else you want to do in these like 4 hours that you're chilling and chatting with Raya?
I think so. Hope is asleep right now. Is that? Or
Yeah.
sorry, Noelle. I apologize. I keep referring to you by your name and not your character's name. Noelle's asleep, Talo's asleep, so myself, Raya, and Reggie are awake right now.
That's right.
I think I'm gonna spend a bit of time inspecting my inventory, the things I have with me. I give my dagger kind of a good cleaning. I examine my crossbow bolts. Just make sure everything's in good order. I take my flute out and, go and do some jazz scales. And, we're gonna be having a nice time on this boat. But when Noelle wakes up, I do want to talk to her specifically, because I think she's probably the most level-headed person in the party.
I don't know why you think that.
Yeah, I don't know why. I would like to speak to her about how she thinks that we should approach this, because we still haven't really come to a consensus yet, other than we're having a rest right now.
Okay, we'll hold that for the switchover. But Reggie, is there anything you want to do in this 4 hours? Do you want to join the conversation with Bronwyn and Raya?
The data I have collected would, I calculate that I would be a third wheel, and although I am well oiled, I would not be helpful in this situation.
Okay.
So Reggie sits in the corner and does an internal diagnostic and stares off into the ocean and works on his poetry.
Bloop, bloop.
Oh, it's poetry. I'd like to hear some Warforged
No one can hear my poetry!
Bronwyn, give me a
Protected.
perception check.
Perception?
Yep.
18.
Don't do it. She's trying to trick you.
Bronwyn, you notice that weirdly this Warforged is writing for the majority of this 4 hours.
Interesting.
Hold for 1 second. Reggie, roll. You've spent 4 hours doing a diagnostic. Give me just a straight intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
4, it looks like.
Ha!
You seem fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so sorry, Bronwyn, for interrupting you, but yeah, you notice that most of this, Reggie is sitting sort of on the prow. Boat terms.
What's a prow?
I don't know. Shh.
There's a bow.
Both of those. You're sitting on the bow and the prow somehow.
Okay.
And
All right, Dr. Seuss, the DM.
yeah,
That's right.
here is a prow. Here's a bow. Your elf is watching you, sitting on a shelf. Fucking whatever. Anyways. Do you want to do anything about that, Bronwyn? Do you
I
care?
cannot wait for your book.
I am really curious, and I kind of I get up and I'm like, okay, Reggie, I need to ask, what are you writing?
Haiku.
Interesting. Do you mind sharing some with the class?
Yes.
Yes, you mind?
Yes. These would not compute to you. They are the intricate workings of my mind. It would not make sense to you, and you would laugh.
Well, no, I would
Except
not
where you were
laugh.
supposed to.
I would not laugh because it is your artistic expression. And so that was number 1. Number 2, are you insulting my intelligence? Saying that I would not appreciate your poetry? I'll have you know, I am fluent in 3 languages and very well read in a number of different poetic constructs. So frankly, I'm just like, yeah, you've hurt my feelings a little bit.
Okay, I will give you an example. I run DOS. C DOS run. Run DOS run.
Oh my god.
Haiku.
Interesting.
You did not laugh where you were supposed to. I'm a failure.
Well, maybe if you could explain the joke, that would help.
Noelle starts
You
tossing
just
and
don't get it.
turning
You just don't
and
get it. You just don't
waking
get
up.
it. You just don't get it.
She senses the hurt feelings and starts just tossing and turning.
I need to run another eternal diagnostic, and please excuse me.
Oh.
Why is Reggie making me so sad? No,
Nicely RP'd. Thank you. Thank you.
But actually, Noelle starts tossing and turning. You've had your 4 hours sleep. You feel pretty ready to go. You look up and you see Bronwyn having like a sort of uncomfortable conversation with Reggie when Reggie turns away and...
Oh, is he taking a nap too now?
I mean, I guess so. He just tried to read me some of his poetry. It was interesting. Avant-garde even, some might say.
Well, you are the critic, so you would
My
know.
God. Oh my
Yes,
but
yes,
that's
I would
good.
know.
Oh no! Being a critic is great. I mean, we have to have reviews of everything. I mean, your insights on the play that we watched.
No,
were
I'm just kidding. I'm just screwing with you. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, as long as I don't have to tuck him in again. But the poetry, I'd love to see that sometime.
It was interesting. I actually would like him to explain it to me at some point. But it was interesting.
God mode raid, what's up?
Raid!
Oh, something happening?
There is. We're
Joe
being
chat.
raided.
Oh, thank you for hanging out. We just heard some Warforged poetry. It was efficient.
Glorious, even. How dare you? Oh my God.
I thought it was real good.
It was a thing. That
But
happened.
how did the first watch go?
First watch was, relatively uneventful, but I had a really nice chat with our captain, with Raya. Heard some of her, seafaring adventures, so that was really interesting. But I just wanted to, have a tete-a-tete with you and, see what our approach is going to be here, because I'm kind of at a loss. That whole interaction with the Warforged, it's really unusual for me not to be able to charm people, so I just don't really know how to do that. And, again, I'm sorry, I lost my cool, I lost my head. I was just getting frustrated because it was like talking to a brick wall sometimes. But also, did you notice that there was something with the, I don't know, are they eyes? Their eye area thing. There was something going on there.
Mistral did seem very different from the rest, and I do believe that Mistral is probably the one who wrote the messages under the bench. The things that they were saying were just absolutely in line with what they wrote. So either there's more just like Mistral, or we do need to go in and save Mistral. You are right, though. I'm not sure if we should go in tonight, or if it's better to wait for an appointment, but if we have an appointment, I'm afraid we're not going to be able to sneak around.
That is also very true. I feel like I'm a little out of my depth with my skill set. Like, I'm a performer and a theater critic and sometimes investigative journalist. I can, I don't know, come up with some witty repartee or do a dance or something. I don't really know how I'm gonna bring much to this situation. So yeah, maybe I'm just feeling kind of bummed out. I don't know.
Well, you said that you like to do investigative journalism. So I believe you do know what you have inside of you. When it comes to situations like these, I'm a cleric and I do like making friends and helping everybody else around town, but I'm not from town, so I have been around, and so when it comes to situations like these, being investigative is extremely useful. The way that you are able to write reviews on everything else, taking those skills of what you know that you need to know, we're just going to put that skill into finding what you need to know. So we'll go in and if you just want to keep an eye out, and when we do have to talk to them, you did a great job of talking, and you know what questions to ask. So I think that you're going to be super helpful.
You guys know that Noelle is the big bad, right?
Ah, yes, everybody knew
I've got a
that.
giant mace, so I mean, come on.
Noelle, you're making
very
me
weird.
like you're
So
making me
tired.
tear up. Like
That
seriously,
trope
my
is so
mascara's
tired.
gonna run.
Are your optical sensors malfunctioning?
Reggie, it looked like you wanted to say something during that incredibly sweet exchange.
It's totally off topic now, but
Ah,
I noticed that the syntax, computer word, of the message written underneath the benches was plural. So there must be more than just one Warforged inside the complex that shares the same sentiment.
What was your take on the interaction at the gate?
That Warforged had an unaddressed line of code that was incongruent with her general programming and was suffering from bad programming. And I have to wonder if there is another being in charge of the Warforged inside the complex, issuing orders, and who is not part of that programming circle.
Other than Mr. Gord?
I guess I got confused. Is Mr. Gordon inside the complex or offsite?
He's the boss. He's the CEO, if you will.
Yeah, but the CEO doesn't live in the factory, so I didn't assume. Is he inside the?
There
is that his
was, I
location?
will tell
You
you
don't know.
though, it was very clear. There was like a house, and then there was like the factory.
Oh, he's in the house. Ah, right. Okay. All right. Okay. Never mind then. I mean, I was right, but I just realized I was right now. When
I
everyone
was
else already
correct.
caught up. You must set my time and date to the current time and date.
001. I mean, fuck. 01. I mean, fuck. Is
More
there
of my
anything
poetry.
else, just for sake of,
110011.
is there anything you want to do while you're having your rest here?
I mean, I just wanted to have this conversation with Noelle, kind of figure that out. And yeah, so are we going to try to sneak in is really our question, or are we going to wait till morning, in which case we're just going to send a message back with Raya saying, you know, where we are. I don't even know how we would signal for help. Pigeons, smoke signal, something.
Well, I think we do need to go in and save them as soon as we can.
Noelle breaks
Thankfully,
my
I
heart.
thought. Oh.
But even if we do save them, how do we get them out of here? Will they all fit on this boat?
Well, actually, I don't know if this is meta. I think when we talked, we could take like a cart there, so I think we can leave on land. It's just longer.
Yeah.
If I remember
yeah,
right.
no,
Okay.
you could walk back in 24 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So just a longer trek.
Yeah.
Taking the ship would be faster, but at the same time, I mean, we can't just let them stay there like that, especially if they're that miserable. So I think it's almost better if we go in under the dark of night to go in and see what we can find. Oh no, I made her make a face.
Sorry, I make faces at everything. It doesn't matter. You could have said I'll wait till morning, and then I'd be like,
Also, wouldn't it be better to escape by boat? Because they could just follow us on land, right?
Well, we do kind of have a way to help with that. And she just kind of takes the mace out and just sets it on her shoulder.
And you
Subtext,
have
subtext.
my
He's using subtext.
crossbow.
I recognize subtext.
You have my flute and my crossbow.
and my code.
Oh
So
my God.
I'm gonna give you all about 5 minutes to think about this, and we're gonna take a quick 5-minute, no longer, bio break, and then as soon as we get back, we'll hopefully. Look, I love my players, but I'll talk a lot. like it's hard to finish stories with y'all.
I'm so sorry. We're just a chatty bunch.
I really need to. I'm gonna do a campaign in
We're hams.
probably a
Let's
little
go.
bit, and then
We're
this can
hams.
go forever.
I'm sorry. I get you, Stella. They're all terrible.
I love it.
Okay.
You're just
I want a
sleeping
bunch
out
of
there.
kiss asses. Furthermore,
Okay, we're gonna be back at we're gonna take 7 minutes exactly. We'll be back at 8:45.
all right.
Okay.
I love it. Okay.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Run away!
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Thank you so much for hanging with us. We're back. We're going to continue really quick. So, where we were before the break, our 4 adventurers were taking a little break and discussing what their best plan of action was to try and break into the Amerlon warehouse. Whether they would go in under the cover of darkness or wait until the morning to have an appointment, perhaps, with the CEO called Pontre Gord. That name given to me by Ravnos, as some of you may know. But let's bring everyone back in. Hopefully we're ready to go here. Yeah. So you've all had your rest. So everybody can go ahead and click long rest.
Ooh, yay!
Yes.
I can do the fancy things again.
Yes, you are all full up. You've had your rest, and you are here, and hopefully you've made a decision on what to do here.
Oh, those arrows so nice. Is the gold back in my cheeks?
You do have a certain, I don't know, je ne sais quoi, a little bit of sparkle in about this area.
Oh, you're just
They look like that.
Do you think if I threw you over the side, you would sink?
Rude.
Pardon?
Nothing. Just terrible people saying terrible things. Oh. Eh. So, have we made a decision about whether we're going to do a little reconnaissance this evening?
I mean, I'm certainly open to it. I'm just a little bit, I don't know, nervous. It feels like what are our skills collectively? What are the things that we can bring to that mission?
Bullshittery, snobbiness. Sorry. Oh, that question wasn't for me. My bad.
Oh no! Oh no! I am feeling judged. Oh God!
Someone else needs a long rest.
Touche.
First though, I'm gonna go to the Captain Raya, and I'm just like,
My dear, what is your schedule normally? Would you be coming back here tomorrow anyway?
Oh no, I mean it's a Saturday. I come here on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so it's gonna be it's gonna be at least 48 hours till I come back. Listen. Okay, I can't. You know, it's not my business. It's not my business to listen to. It sounds like you're going back into that place. And look, go ahead, do whatever the heck y'all want to do. The advice from me, I took this position from somebody before me, and all they said to me was, you'll get your gold. You'll get your gold every time you deliver and every time you pick up. And I did. And they told me, do not cross those walls. And I didn't.
When you pick up deliveries, what is the protocol?
Well, I roll up there's a nearer dock. It's not actually that close to where there's a secondary dock. It's about 40 minutes from here walking, another 10, 15 minutes if we paddle along quickly. And, a bunch of... and you can't kind of miss this, actually, all of you. She kind of looks at Reggie for a minute. A bunch of workers bring a cart, and I hitch it on. I hitch it on to, my boat, and I drive it back. And look, it's not... Every time I've tried to talk to anybody, they don't talk back. And look, it's not my business. We do good business, and that's it.
Tattletale, hearing this whole tirade that she is saying, is going to very purposefully stride off the boat, and he's going to turn back and he's going to say,
There's many times when people are suffering that someone who is hurting them says, don't get involved. There are many times I haven't listened to that. I suggest eventually you make the same choice, dear.
And he'll just walk away.
She stands up on the, like, I wish I had the words because this would sound cooler if I did, but on the, like, you know, like, the boat, the edge part, and takes clasp of the sail and says, look, I'm really glad that you have the kind of privilege to say something, but I live for this. If I don't make this pickup, I don't eat, and my family doesn't eat. So good for you, so for going ahead with the gold on your cheeks, and I wish you the best.
He's just going to look back at her, and he's going to throw 5 gold at her, and he's going to say,
This is literally all the wealth I have in the world, and I'm willing to throw it away right this moment. So perhaps you could learn a lesson that there are some things that are more important than food.
At this point, Noelle's just gonna kind of pop up, smile, mace still on her shoulder. She's just gonna kind of salute and follow after Tattletale because she likes this side of him.
Bronwyn is like, you know, was enjoying the earlier bitch fest with Talo that they previously had at the inn and when they met at the play, but like this is a side of Talo that she really enjoys and is completely in agreement. So it seems like there is some kind of injustice here, and you know, just kind of looks at Ryan and says, you know, sorry, there's bigger fish to fry, as it were, right now. So I appreciate your position, but I think we're gonna go back in, or at least we're gonna try to. Can you just tell our buddy back at the inn that, you know, TBD, we're doing our best, and hopefully we'll have something to report back.
I think she at this point takes your shoulder, like puts her hand on your shoulder and says, I had a really good time talking to you, and look, there's no ghosts in there, there's no baddies, there's no vampires, as far as I can tell. But when somebody says again and again and again, don't go in there, you'll learn not to. And I admire you for going in there. But if I don't see you again, I'd be sad about that.
I'd be sad about that too. I mean, I hope I can see you back in town and we can, you know, have an ale or a gin or a whiskey or whatever your poison is, and you know, have a chat, share some more stories. Yeah, we got to do this. I just got to ask one last question before we go. When you pick up your orders, who brings them to you? Are they maybe people that look a little bit like our friend Reggie here?
Yeah. They all look like him.
And you weren't fazed at all by his appearance?
Look. You live in Asterie, you know. We haven't seen Warforged for hundreds of years. I think a lot of us thought they were fictional at this point.
I am a unique snowflake.
Yeah. And I don't know what to do about that.
No one does.
I mean, that's fair.
I'm
We're just doing the best we can day to day, and I'm sure that for you, you're doing the best you can too. So, thanks, and thanks for letting us hang out on the boat today too. That was super helpful. So,
you paid me
I guess.
for it.
Yeah, but you didn't have to stick around. You know, you could have chosen to just like, you know, after you dropped us off, you could have turned and run. So, I appreciate a woman of integrity. Thank you. And Bronwyn with that just kind of, you know, takes her little capelet and kind of does a dramatic flourish and a little toss. And,
how did I know? It was exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that just leaves me, Reggie, left on the boat.
Yeah.
He looks at Ryan. I don't do well with water. Interaction terminated.
Fair.
And she just kind of yells, I'll be here till midnight. Midnight. And off you go. and I guess you've made a decision. And you're heading off towards the Amerlon factory. It takes you about an hour to walk there. Is there anything you want to do real quick on your walk?
I'm just striding very purposefully at this point. I'm in it to win it. I am power walking down the street.
Talo, is there any other things you can share with us from you're already looking around the exterior of those buildings? I'm just like, yeah, I'm trying to go in with as much information as we can possibly have.
Did I get any sense of what was happening with the big barn doors as I was leaving? Like what was going into it?
Ooh, that's tough. Roll me for that actually a wisdom check.
Well, fine.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, I'll do that then.
Mm-hmm.
A 13.
You feel like the best you could do with a 13 is like you felt like there was something. You heard the alarm. You heard there was something going on, and you felt like it was an action of shutting this shit down. Like it felt like doors shutting, things shutting down. That's the best you can do with a 13.
Okay, I will look at everybody and I'll say,
Well, first of all, they do not want people entering this facility. And I think that it's obvious based on the conversations that you had earlier and on the fact that they have traps surrounding the property and guards that are stone. So would I understand how dangerous an actual stone golem is?
I will actually say for everybody, roll me a straight intelligence check. Because you all saw them at that point.
A 16.
Okay.
17.
Okay.
Oh, you think you're better than me?
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I do, actually. No, I
She just
don't.
proved mathematically that she is.
Tattletale just falls down on the ground and starts crying.
Oh, Talo,
You need help.
Talo.
I'm writing yourself from this position.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
You two? Noelle? Reggie?
14.
Okay. So Telltale and Bronwyn had probably the best look, and perhaps actually Works maybe are the most cynical of the group. I'll put it that way, and knows that these things were not there to make friends. They were on Survivor. They were
or Drag Race.
yeah. They had one job. And unlike, and I'll give you this, unlike the Warforged that you saw, who I think both of you actually in that time, and so did Reggie, but Reggie doesn't know this, to make the differentiation between the stone golem at the moment, but you saw a difference. The stone golems had one job. They did not have emotion. They had a job. But you felt like, the Warforged, especially now after spending this whole day with Reggie, you see the difference between the two. And you know that, like, there's no reasoning with these things, unlike perhaps somebody like Minstrel.
I'm going to look at Reggie and I'm going to...
So, Reggie, it seems to me that there's quite a difference between your run-of-the-mill automaton and what do you call yourselves? Warforged, I believe you said.
Correct.
Is there some reason that you exist at all?
Is there some reason you exist at all?
There is. There's a biological imperative for the species to procreate.
Check and mate. I have no idea of my origin, and I have no memory before. I don't know how old I am, so I have no memory of my early upbringing or programming.
Do you think that the same would be said for those in the factory?
I could not estimate for sure.
Did you get any sense that the one that you were speaking to was different than the guards?
Then the guards? Absolutely.
Do tell.
Well, with my intelligence check, could I tell that difference?
You couldn't tell what the stone golems were. They were just things that were coming towards you, but you could tell that Minstrel had felt like you. Like you've spent your life, whatever that means to you, knowing that people think you don't have feelings, but you do. And you saw that in her.
I was aware of a commonality in programming that I shared with Mistral. Can I call her Mistral?
Mm-hmm.
No? Yeah. Okay, with Mistral. That I did not share with the golems. It seemed that they were of a simple nature, whereas Warforged have a complex programming, including emotions.
Is that her name? Does she have a name?
I mean, that's what she told
But
us.
Tella wasn't there for that conversation, right? So we would have had to mind
So you're saying that she's like you then?
I would concur that she is more similar than dissimilar.
I think the real question is that will sort of settle most of the debate. Do you think she would be? Do you believe that she would prefer to be called by her name?
I do not know if she is capable of having a preference.
Would you prefer to be called by your name?
Yes, but I do not work for that company, and I was programmed from different programmers.
You said that you saw similarities, though. Do you believe that that's one?
Spinning beach ball. Spinning.
Broken robot! No!
Yes. If I were to make an educated guess without having to roll, I would say yes.
I mean, it seems like we are debating the personhood of the people that are working in this factory, and if they are capable of intelligent thought, I don't see any reason why they should be held there seemingly against their will.
Well, we don't have any hard evidence, though. Reggie, do you believe that these, I suppose they're creatures? Do you have any reason to believe that they possess some sort of independent thought?
If they did not, logic would dictate that they would not have written, either on a conscious or subconscious level, their messages on their product.
Well then, I suppose it becomes incumbent upon us to look through the cynicism of our friends on the boat and, in fact, attempt some sort of liberation.
I mean, certainly, but what are we gonna do about those golems? And who knows, maybe these people, at least from what they were saying to us, they don't really seem to realize that there is something even outside of those gates. Like, are we just going to completely culture shock them when we, open up the gates and are like, okay, go, be free. It's like a captive animal that's never been in the wild.
It would seem to me they are missing certain points of information.
Well,
and if only there was some type of directive that rules over whether or not it is morally correct to provide this information.
It would be
some kind of prime directive?
It would be the
my
first
God.
directive on the other directives, yes, I concur.
I believe that you're attempting to equate the situation to something that's not necessarily the same. Attempting to equate a consciousness to that of a basically unconscious animal that's driven by only its biological needs.
You're driven
I
by
don't
biological
think
needs.
is fair at all. I think that just because there might be a culture shock does not mean that one shouldn't introduce them to the culture.
I'm not saying that we shouldn't. I'm just saying there are certain ethical responsibilities that if we're doing this, we need to think through, because that they might be very much like children or just like completely
certainly.
sheltered.
Let us ask a few questions then. Number one, do you believe that they have an intelligence?
From what I have observed, they weren't giving very intelligent responses, but there definitely was something going on behind those eyes. And I'm sorry for my comments about the animals, but then that also brings up like another question of, what do animals think and feel? And I have druid friends that would have very strong opinions on that. So I'm
certainly,
What would customer service representatives feel? What's the same restrictions apply to them?
Well, I think that really what you must look at is what is the imperative here. Is it more important to allow them freedom, even though it might shock them, in order to allow them to grow as individuals? Or is it more important to try to shelter them and protect them because you are scared about what they might feel at some point?
First thing.
I mean, those are good points. I'm just saying, what happens when we go away and, if we've freed or liberated these people,
when we
what
go
comes
away,
next?
they have freedom.
I'd like to know what Noelle thinks.
I guess she's probably just been listening to the conversation, also knowing what she knows of Tattletale. She wants to make sure that he also gets to say his piece before she even tries to step in.
No tea, no shade.
No shade, felt my tear. I get it.
Otherwise, Noelle would probably just think, well, I understand both of your points of view. Also at the same time, this might be a situation where we deal with that when we deal with that. I'm sure there are some programs and people that I can get into touch to, whether it's back in the city that we just came from, or if it's even where my temple is. I'm sure we can figure out something, but I do think the first step is just giving them the opportunity to get out of there and just seeing how bad it is behind the walls. We haven't really even seen that yet, so this is where your investigative journalist side is doing great, is you are thinking about it analytically, and I think we just need to investigate first to find those answers.
And Tattletale will just put his arm through Hope's and be like, yes, I knew you were delightful. Come with me, dear.
I'm not saying we shouldn't do this. I'm just saying we need to think it through a little bit more, friends. But
I totally understand what you're saying, dear, but there's a time for action and there's a time for waiting and debating. I don't think that the debate should be carried on any further, and we can deal with the repercussions as it happens.
Sorry. You are now. I'm just gonna is this gonna be a 4-part? It's gonna be a fucking 4-part. You start approaching. I'm just gonna do this. You start approaching. You are you're approaching the Amerlon factory. It is now around 8:30 at night. You had your long rest or anything. You're about 10 minutes away from being within sight line. It is dark. Who here has night vision? I think
both are half-elves.
definitely half-elves do. Do turtles? That I don't know actually. Do dark vision?
Turtles, I don't believe do have dark vision.
It's entirely dark to you. I believe that I don't think Warforged do either.
Are you kidding? With these electronic papers? Well, whatever.
Unless it said it, no.
Is that not what passive investigation is?
No, it's not. No.
No, it would say
It
under
would
your
be-
features that you have night vision or dark vision, whatever.
Features.
I'm really sorry. I feel like I need to just express this.
Please, yeah.
Is that LJ and Hope, I love you very much, and that is my character talking and not me.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh yeah, same with me. I am not this nice. Like I'm not Noelle. Like all this nice
Aren't
giddy
you?
feeling. Yeah, that's not me.
I'm
But no, we're all
actually,
good.
I'm actually a really nice person, I swear.
No, and I think that's
And I'm
I
a
actually think
goddamn
that's fair.
monster.
Yeah, I think that's fair to say that like we're out here playing a game, and I love this. And I will say, like, we'll move on real quick after this, but like, I want to play games that have moral problems. Like, I want people to be on different sides of this because this. And I love that you're bringing that up. Thank you so much for thinking about what that means. Like, that's the whole point, and that is the sort of RP I want to play. So thank you. And you're playing your characters, not yourself. So thank you for bringing that up. And yes, yeah, and it can be problematic either way. So thank you so much for bringing that up. Anyways, so I will say you're walking up. Reggie and Tallow, you cannot see in the dark. So, if anybody wants to light lights, you can, but let me know if you do.
Question.
Yeah.
Question. Are there any lights on in the house or the factory?
Yes, if you get close enough, you will see that there is torches. There are 2 torches outside the front of the factory and 1 torch in front of the house. You can't see anything unless you have dark vision, but you just see that there are lights.
So there's
From where you
not.
are.
So there's not. And I hate to get pedantic, but there's not like any stars.
You don't
like,
hate to get pedantic.
I mean, I know how much it slows down a game. So
Okay.
I'm just curious if there's enough like starlight or moonlight to like identify where the wall is.
Yeah, you can see where
like
the wall
big
is.
objects.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's, it's like sort of like early fall. There is like some amount of starlight. You cannot see, you can see vague shapes. And because like you can see the wall. But you can't see, if there was somebody standing in front of the wall with no light on, you couldn't see them, for example.
No, that's okay. I just want to see if I can, I want to figure out if I can actually get them back to where I entered before.
It's like what you see going out. Unless you're magic, I don't know you. Maybe you are. But it's like you and I.
I am
out.
astonishingly magic.
Sure. So am I, but I can't see in the dark. So, you can see shapes and stuff under the starlight, but you cannot see if somebody's standing still or like whatever. So, yeah. Right. The 2 of you cannot see unless you decide. I will assume because you're fucking adventurers, if any of you want to light a torch, you have it, but that's up to you.
I mean, I don't because I want to stay in the dark.
Okay.
If it's needed for either of our friends who are having difficulty seeing, I could do a little prestidigitation, just a little light orb, nothing too fancy, just a little.
Does she?
I mean,
yeah.
It's up to you if you want to. But
would you like some illumination? I can see just fine. I assume Noelle can see just fine. So if either of you, Reggie or Tallow, would like some. Would like a little bit of illumination, I can, it doesn't have to be too bright, just a little firefly of something.
Because Tallow is very charming. He would look in here and say,
I'd much prefer your hand, darling. You may lead me where we need to go instead of alerting everyone in the compound that there's a light moving around outside.
All right, your decision. And I'm kind of like envisioning us in almost like you know how when little kids are at daycare and they all have to like hold on to a rope?
Buddy system!
Yeah, so I'm envisioning us like I take a rope out of my adventuring pack and just kind of like have it in my hand. I like pass it back to Tattletale, and maybe Noelle's in the middle because she can see well as well, and then Reggie coming up the back, and everybody hold on to your rope. Make sure you're close to your buddy.
Can you see color with dark vision?
I believe so. Like, it basically just means that you can see well in low light.
No. So that's the thing with dark vision. You can see within 60 feet dimly.
Okay.
So you can see... So let's say you're within 60 feet of the compound right now.
The reason I'm asking is because the tree that I marked was red.
Around the back.
Yeah, so that's how I know where it is. So if they can't see in color, I'm going to have to guess.
Yep. So right now, they cannot see that. So you are about 100 feet away from that, at least, if not 140 feet, because you are, I'm just going to give you time, you're about now 60 feet from the gate. So you can see the gate, and you can see that there are lanterns, or like torches, right by the front of the factory, one by the front of the house. You see the statue in the front of each, as you saw during the day, and that's all you see. Otherwise, it's dead quiet.
Okay. I'm going to try to... First, I'm going to establish my psychic link again. I think I'll do it with the same thing with the humans, because I don't know Warforged well enough. I don't know if they can receive a psychic link. So I'll just establish it with the other two. And psychically, I'll sort of send them messages to try to direct them around to the back, and tell them you must look out for a trap if you can. I think I detonated it earlier with some fairly ill effects, but I don't know if they would have reapplied the trap at this point.
Okay. Did you mark this in any way other than it being set off?
It was near the red tree, but perhaps, since it did explode with acid,
I don't know, and this is a DM question, would it have marked the trees around it?
Probably. You think that, like, the trees and the fence right close to it would probably be noticeable. Actually, roll me a quick Arcana check.
What if...
What if?
I don't want to.
I mean, then don't. Then you know nothing.
Oh, it's a 21, so I really did want to.
Okay. So you're pretty sure that, like, that acid would have marked, like, the trees and the fence by it, but also knowing that by now, because that was, like, 12 hours ago, it's probably reset.
Okay. So, the thing that we have to watch out for is that wherever it looks easiest to come in, we must pick a different spot.
Oh, sure. All right. Well, that makes things tons easier. Oh, sorry. I'm frazzled. I'm gonna keep holding on to this rope. So we're going around the rear of the building. Is that the general plan?
I've already set up a rope that we can climb to the top of the warehouse if necessary.
So then wouldn't we be able to see the rope?
The warehouse
Is it
in the
within
middle of the...
Yeah, is it within 60 feet?
Of the back or the front?
Yeah, of the back.
What good seeing the rope from the outside?
Let me do a quick measurement.
Well, it might be a reference point. If we could see where the warehouse is, where the rope is, I might be able to judge, like, where I entered
if
earlier.
You're right against the fence in the back, yes.
All right. Would I be able to remember sort of the angle at which I hit the fence?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you're an adventurer. Like, I'm going to give you some things for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Your brain has not actually fallen out the side of your head.
You're
so.
fine. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to tell them with a psychic link,
Look for the rope. Let me know when you see it directly in front of you. And then I will help guide you to where I think we won't hit a trap.
Okay. I think that's a rope. What do you think, Noelle? There, right? Do you see it?
So
Should I roll,
sorry,
like, a perception?
who went where? Did all of you go around back or no?
I think so.
I thought we did, but...
yeah, I think we're all
Yeah.
attached by the
Rope.
rope, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Here's a question. I'm confused. You put the rope around in the warehouse in the middle, not over the fence.
Yes.
Yeah. So y'all are back at the fence. There's no rope there.
No. So I'm trying to use the rope that I attached to the warehouse as a reference to make sure I don't hit the same trap.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to do. Like try to say like, oh, it was like directly behind the warehouse where the trap was, and trying to remember where I saw the other traps and try to move to a different area.
Okay. So you all,
But the
in that
walls-
case, everybody roll me a stealth check, first of all. We're going around the back.
Okay. All right.
22.
Oh, damn. 21.
8.
Oh! Ah,
A very stealthy
Well,
Okay.
my God.
clump clump.
Y'all start getting around the back, and you hear. I'm just gonna say all of you hear a. You hear. I don't know how to do
Something
sound effects.
transforming?
Yeah, basically, yeah. You hear something like sort of starting to move towards you.
Okay, I'm gonna send through the psychic link. Stop. And I'm gonna look at
Shut them down, open up
Reggie.
shop.
I'm gonna look at Reggie, and I'm just going to put like a hand on his shoulder and be like,
Acknowledged.
oh dear God.
You're all at the back. You are at the back of the fence behind the warehouse. You heard something sort of like taking a big step towards you, but that's it.
All right, I'm gonna like sort of grab everybody and try to bring them closer and whisper.
Ladies with the dark vision, could you please tell us what's happening over the fence?
I can try climbing up real quick and see what I can see and letting you know.
Well, here, and he'll like head over to the fence and just like get on all fours with his shell up so that she can actually like step up on top of it.
Okay.
can we have the map up for a second?
Yeah,
still?
okay,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
You need to stop yelling at her. Oh
Look.
my God.
Okay. I was
I'm
just trying
sorry.
to move everything around. Okay, give me a second. Give me like 5 seconds. So you all
Oh, you're
are.
good.
I'm sorry. You're doing great. I'm just trying to visualize where we're at.
I know, it's fine. It's hard. It's hard to do everything.
You're doing great.
got
This
this.
is a wonderful campaign.
I
You're
got this.
excellent.
I got this.
Thank you.
Got this.
That's right, we love you, Stella. Oh
I love you.
Everybody's behind.
I've known her longer, and I love her the most.
Oh,
Not to make it a
Oh.
I
competition,
mean,
I'm
since it
really
obviously
sorry
is, I am the
that
winner.
you think you're better and you've just asked me to legitimately murder you in your sleep.
do
Like,
we?
it's fine.
Let's roll a
It's
better
fine.
check. All right.
Let's roll a d20 for who loves Stella the most.
Okay, everybody fucking stop. I'm busy. Okay.
That's a 12.
She has got shit to
Come
do.
on. Busy. Okay.
Yeah.
That one.
Hold on.
This
Okay.
machine doesn't know me at all. That's the
okay.
problem with these robotic dice. No compassion.
Oh shoot! What just happened? Oh my god. Okay, wait. Something weird just
Oh, are we
happened.
vamping
Okay.
more?
Did your
Okay, that's
entire
Nothing. No.
your house burn down?
My landlords are wanting me to watch it. Okay. Shh. Okay. So you are all behind here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You are behind. Some of you heard something move. And that's
What general direction did the sounds seem like it was coming from?
oh, right from the warehouse, right, sort of directly in front of you, more or less. And I will say, Tattletale, that's the thing you jumped in front of last time. You cannot forget acid on your body, so that is right there.
All right, I'm just gonna tell everyone. Let's move about 20 feet further down.
Yep.
If you don't mind.
You can climb me.
That's what I can't do it. I can't do it in that accent.
Wait a minute, can I
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what
Ew.
she normally reported.
Ew.
Gosh.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, there you
All
are.
right, so I'm gonna get on all fours so that so that Noelle can actually lift up so that she has an easier time looking over the wall. Hopefully very stealthily.
Hopefully.
You're now the
man.
worst person.
I know.
That just made you the worst.
I'm out.
Or the best.
Oh, you
I'm
see.
used to it.
Okay, so you sort of like lift Noelle, the half elf, on your turtle in a half shell.
Turtle power.
Sorry, is
God,
that too much?
Only 6 hours into the game. Only 6 hours into the game.
And yet I nailed it. And she peeks over the wall. Noelle, roll me a stealth check.
I'm scared.
Oh dear.
You should be.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's a 15.
Okay. You look over, and you see it's not that much different from what you saw this afternoon. There is a stone statue standing behind the warehouse. And from where you are, that's all you see. There is actually, you can't see it on this, but there is a stone statue standing somewhere right around here.
Alright. I will relay that information through the mind link and see if they
Alright.
want me to drop down and kind of scout a safer path ahead or just around the I forgot what you called them, the stone thing.
I am going to send a message through the link, saying, I do believe I have an idea, but
You
we'll
know you're
all have
standing
to move quickly.
literally next to all your friends.
Yeah, but we're trying to be quiet. aren't
Okay,
we?
shh, go ahead.
Yeah, I am trying to amplify stealth here. So I have in my pack, I have a bell. So I'm going to explain to them,
Why don't I attempt to throw the bell in the opposite direction? Because normally there is a stone guardian. At least that's what I saw this afternoon. And then we can attempt to sneak behind it and clamber up the wall as necessary.
Here, if you want to hand it to me, I can try throwing it. I'm pretty strong. I could probably throw it pretty far away from where we are.
Well, I think that sounds just delightful.
I'm also wondering, I don't know if this would be helpful right now, but perhaps it would. I do know Featherfall, if that's going to be of assistance to us in getting all four of us over this wall.
Well, I don't think it would be helpful on this wall, but if we do fall off the building, then it should prove very, very helpful.
Well, there's only a maybe that we will fall off the. Well, I don't know if I can talk right now because I can't hear you guys think any of this. But it's only a maybe you'll fall off the building. It's a definite that you're falling off that wall.
well, but the wall's only like 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're going for silence, not injury.
Well, but you're not actually going to take any damage. anything
You'll
like
take
that.
1d6, so come on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I
all
mean,
right.
10 feet is a significant
Okay.
fall if you've ever
All right.
tried to shimmy over a wall of that
None
height.
of us have.
I've never done that. How dare you?
Literally the only time I was arrested in my entire life was skinny dipping in a pool and trying to climb over it, and I cut my whole ass leg open.
Ha!
Don't worry
I'm
about
sorry.
Was it
I'm
the bathroom
sorry.
pool?
it. Yeah.
You in
It
the bathroom
was!
pool?
Across the
Yeah.
street from
Yeah.
Skinny D's. I just said it, but it's Sneaky D's. But anyways, carry on.
Ah!
Sorry,
Yes.
where were we?
Yes.
We just had a Toronto moment. Sorry about that.
It was during blackout. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll grab the bell.
Poor Noelle is like, I don't understand.
Right? No, I will happily accept some Featherfall
All
at
right.
that point.
Okay.
How
Are
many
you
people?
casting that? Because
Yes.
check that fucking spell off.
I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I was just offering before, but yes, I can cast Featherfall, and I can cast it for... How many people can I cast this on?
Well, that's a
up to
question.
five. Up to 5 falling creatures
Really?
within range. Yeah, it's a kick-ass spell.
Holy
It's
shit. Really?
Well,
And
it's a
that's how-
reaction. How long does it last?
1 minute.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, if it's a reaction, can you just cast it like when we fall?
I mean, yeah, I guess
Yes.
so.
That way, in case we don't need it, then we can save it.
Okay, sure.
Bronwyn like pulls the air into themselves and waits, and is ready for anybody who decides to like throw their stupid ass selves over this wall.
Wow, I feel like that's very judgy.
I'll be ready to catch you. I'm up here first.
Yeah.
So, okay, I guess if I have the bell, I'm gonna take it and I'm just gonna chuck it.
What direction do you chuck it? Where? Oh my god, there's so many checks right now. Okay.
So, if the stone guy was behind the building a little bit to like our left,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go just straight over the wall still, so that way it's within the wall's territory, like that left direction.
This way?
The other way, because isn't he closer to the other
This
side?
way. Well, okay, so
That's
there
awesome.
was, you definitely saw somebody over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you want to throw
So
it
I'm
towards
thinking,
him?
kind of, if I could get even like closer to see like if I could get it along the side of the wall, so that way it'll
Over
bring
here?
him.
Oh God, I'm
Oh, you're
like,
trying to distract him.
oh dear God.
Yeah,
if
trying to
if
distract
she,
them.
If she starts throwing it over that way, I'll be like, what are you doing?
I'm not.
That's where
No,
the
no,
rope is.
no, not straight in front, but like down towards the dude, but like on the edge of the wall,
Here.
like our wall that we're on.
And here? Or no?
Isn't that straight ahead?
Yeah, it's straight ahead.
I want it to. Okay, would it be our right?
2 o'clock.
then?
Our 2 o'clock.
The other right. Yes.
Okay. So you want to throw it the fuck over here away. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Oh boy, I'm so
You
scared.
can do it. You can do it.
I have an idea when it's my turn.
That's a 16 for athletics.
Okay. You take this bell and you chuck it. You hold it tight in your hand until it leaves your hand, and when it hits the ground, it's like ding 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 ding. It like bounces like 14 times, but it does land somewhere sort of over here. Over here. Oh, no, this one. Over here.
Alright, let's go. And then I guess she'll reach down to try to help bring her friends up over the wall.
Okay.
Can I please do an athletics check like I did last time
Yeah.
to see if I can just bounce right over the wall?
You will do that, but you will also roll me a stealth check.
Okay, you know what? I'll do both.
Yep. Yes, you will.
Okay. Athletics or acrobatics is 22.
Okay.
Stealth is 24.
Okay.
I'm in top form this evening in the dark.
And you know to avoid this shit, so you kind of land right there. Just as like this bell, ding 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 ding, over there, about like 50 feet away from you. Great.
Can I say, I'm going to use the mental league to say, jump, I will attempt to catch you. Jump exactly where I did.
Who did you cast that on?
The two biologicals.
Okay.
How dare you?
I mean, it's rude,
know.
but
I know.
we just gotta be honest.
Speciesist.
Yep.
It's true.
Yep.
It's
Yes,
true.
that is the term.
You don't actually have DNA.
I mean, don't they? You don't know my world.
Oh dear. Oh no. Yeah, well, I'm using my privilege to make a lot of judgments right now about Warforged.
So, Bronwyn and Noelle, you hear your new turtle friend jump over quite quietly.
Who is
And then-
surprisingly fast for one of your people.
Yes. One of your type.
That's the point.
Jumps over. Almost nobody sees him like disappear behind the fence, but the two of you hear in your ears, quietly, come. More or less. But Reggie, you're just like, okay, whatever. I don't know what's going
Waiting. Questions.
I am waiting. Okay. Anybody else want to do anything? Right now we're still not in
Okay, so
initiative, but-
through Mind Link, I'm going to say to them, I got an idea. This could be really good. So the bell is over. I'm pointing at my screen. You can't see my screen.
Nope.
It's over to the, as if we were playing with a paper map. So the bell is over to the left of where that mark is on the...
it's way like over here.
Okay. What is the approximate range of that from where I currently am?
Oof. A good 50. My best guess is 50 feet, but let me check. Hold on. 40 feet.
Okay. I would like to cast Unseen Servant
Oh my god.
to pick up the bell and start running around the courtyard with it.
Yes.
Ah!
Amazing.
Yes!
And
Finally,
start
a
like
B
and
in SMG.
this is our distraction of like, you know, an unseen servant ringing a bell.
That's 100%. You just got 100% on your test.
Oh yeah.
Mark your spell. You cast Unseen Servant. They, in their shadowy form, picks up the bell tossed by Noel and starts ringing it and walking around. Honestly, at this point, we're gonna have to roll for initiative.
Oh dear.
I gotta see what's going on here. We gotta do it in
Right.
order, because otherwise it's gonna go wild.
Oh, shit.
Okay, let's go.
I did real good.
Okay. We're we're outside here. This is the whole thing. Okay. Hold on. Let me. Oh shit! I love my new dice. I gotta they rolls. I'm so sorry, but I'm not sorry. We are not here. Whoops. Stay here. Oh shit.
I feel like I want the waiting music from Jeopardy right now.
Da-na-na.
They're not going to monetize the stream.
Shit, nothing. But give me LeVar Burton forever. Okay, Telltale.
Agreed.
What? Right? What is your initiative?
24.
No, it's not. Really?
Yes, it really is. I've got a +5 to initiative.
I don't hear shit. Bronwyn, what's your initiative?
Racist!
17.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Noelle, what's your initiative?
11.
Okay. Pretty good still, though. Oh God, Reggie.
2.
You give it to me. Okay.
Ah!
All right. Okay, we start at the top of the order, and whether or not I just, it's fine. Also, I need to do a thing. Hold on, real quick. Hold on.
I need to murder all my players.
No, I don't. I just. Hold on. Why can't I move this character? Oh, I see.
Tattletale's become an annoyance. He needs to die.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're just.
No. I'm very rarely am I wrong there. But 100% of the time, I'm absolutely incorrect.
Okay. So.
Just before we go into initiative,
Yes.
Oh,
Telltale is the only one who is actually in the courtyard now.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you move the turn order to the side there just a little bit to get out of the...
Okay.
yeah, there we go.
Right.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Wow, Karen. You...
We got
Fine,
this.
get back and we'll all have a shitty time. That's fine.
Oh,
That's fine. Yeah, I'll take the hit.
Look. Telltale, you're up. What do you want to fucking do right now?
I am going to hold my action to help anybody that wants to come over the wall and try to reduce their fall or help them get over in any way that I can.
Okay. The next initiative are these people. They heard a bell ring. They're going to use their action and bonus action. Well, their action and their movement to dash and see what the fuck is happening over here. It's because there was a whole ass bell that you threw. Just saying.
The bell's still ringing.
Yep.
There's also a song for that.
Yep. Do you want to do that right now?
Oh, you can ring my bell. Do, do.
So that happens. And also at that point,
Oh,
I mean,
I see you,
they're right
stone
here.
monster.
They're right here.
Oh my god.
Yep. Bronwyn, it's your turn.
Do I see them?
I'm
I
just
do
gonna
not.
give you a
I
yes.
don't have dark vision. So no, based on the rules that we've already established.
Shit, fuck. You're right. Thank you
I
for
do
giving
not.
it to me. No,
I don't see
you
them.
don't. Great,
Do they have
Bronwyn,
dark
it's your
vision?
turn.
Okay, it's my turn. I would like to.
Oh,
I would like to do. Would it be athletics or acrobatics for getting over this wall?
either one.
Let's try acrobatics because I've got a better bonus, and I'm gonna be real fancy about it.
That's right. you saw Tallowtail just flip right over so gracefully.
And you know, I've got my feather fall on the ready should I need
That's
it.
right.
All right, so we're rolling acrobatics.
Can she do it with advantage since I am there to catch her?
No. What?
Oh.
No.
What about a
Fine.
bardic inspiration? Is that
Right.
That, yes, you couldn't take your inspiration if you want to.
Ding.
I don't think
I am also waiting there with my arm out, in case anybody needs it as a lift up.
So I didn't do so good on that check, my friends.
Oh, dear.
I rolled a 9, so we're gonna use that feather fall real quick.
You jump over. You somehow land on your feet. You roll me a stealth check. Just gonna.
Oh, sorry, I rolled the wrong thing. Oh, it was a good roll too. I rolled sleight of hand instead. Still pretty good. 19.
Okay. So you kind of like jump over. It takes you a few times, but you manage with your like bardic like to fall through the tree and come down under it, look up, and kind of hide beneath the boughs of the tree. Is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
Can I see this this golem situation?
You know what? I will say yeah. There's a huge golem walking at you.
Okay. So I will share that via our psychic mind link with the people who can hear that. Sorry, Red G. And I'm going to continue to. I don't know how much control I have under my unseen servant when I have set them on their task, which is just ringing the bell like a maniac.
I feel like it's a bonus action or something to change it. I don't know.
Well, no, I think unseen servant is it's continual, and they can be given basic tasks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if you told them to run around the yard with the bell, they would just continually do that.
Well,
until
that's
you told
basically
them
what
to
I did.
stop.
Set it and forget it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like a Roomba.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. How far is that golem from me?
This one?
Now that I know that it's there and it's big.
Let me tell you, it's 30 feet from you.
If it gets any closer to us, I would like to use if it gets any closer, I would like to use a telekinetic shove.
Is that a reaction or no?
It's a bonus action.
Okay, but you can. It's not your turn for a minute, but okay.
Oh,
Noelle, it's your turn.
I'm probably still just reaching down, ready to help Reggie up if he needs it.
And I'm still holding my action to use the help action for someone as they come over the wall.
Noelle, you are behind the wall, but like kind of looking over. You can see.
Oh, I thought I was on it because I jumped up using
okay.
back to throw the bell.
So you're just on the wall and looking at your friends, trying to sneak in with some effect, but yeah. What do you want to do?
Well, does it look like the golem's like coming at us, like he's seen us, or like he's going towards the bell?
Roll me an insight check.
That's a nat 1.
Oh my god!
You have no idea.
Well, they wouldn't move until their next turn, anyways. Excuse me.
Then can I just try to help Reggie up?
Sure. What do you want to help him to do?
Climb up the wall?
Okay, so you want to hold your action as a help action?
Yeah.
Okay. So Noelle is like standing crouched on the top of the wall, sort of like reaching her hand out, waiting for whatever the fuck Reggie is gonna do. Yeah, Reggie, it's your turn.
I reach up and slap her 5, and then go, what?
Ah!
Here quietly.
All right, I make a big assumption, because I'm just telling me shit, that I'm going to go over the wall. So I grasp her hand and use it to pull myself up and over the wall. Athletics?
Athletics.
Okay, good. I'm a +2 athletics.
Yeah, great.
9.
Featherfall, featherfall, featherfall.
Yep.
Assuming
Okay.
I even
Can
get
I
up the
help
wall.
him?
So yeah, so since she's holding the actual help action,
Yeah. You get
Oh, plus bardic
advantage.
inspiration.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah.
4.
Okay, hold on.
makes
Reggie,
it
you
15.
get advantage for the help action.
Okay.
So roll again.
Okay. Oh, this time, different story. A 5.
oh my god.
Oh no.
Technology just doesn't like me.
You scramble to the top of the wall and like kind of like stumble and stumble and stumble and then fall.
This looked easy on the YouTube video.
Oh my god.
But your other friend also cast Featherfall on you, so you hit the ground with a certain amount of sound, but you don't take any damage.
On the other side of the wall.
Yeah.
I hit the ground on the other side. Okay.
Yeah. It was messy. You made a lot of sound, and
Oh, no.
but
Sparks flew. Okay.
yeah, it was not great. We're back at the top of the order. Tallowtail.
All right, so I'm sure I noticed that he made a lot of noise. Okay, I am going to. Sorry, I keep trying to click on the roll 20.
I know.
I'm gonna use my telekinetic shove.
Yeah.
On one of the branches of the trees that is away from us, closer to the bell.
Way over here.
And-
Like way over here.
Well, just it has to be 30 feet. So one of the so this tree, probably this one tree over here.
I will say the bell is like 40 feet away.
Sure. I'm just trying to concentrate sound away from us.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna make some other kind of sound like around here?
Yeah. So I want to use my telekinetic shove, which is a bonus action, to that I can use within 30 feet to try to shove a branch and potentially break it to create sound on that tree over there.
Okay. Is there a check or anything for that, or you just do it?
It's a strength check if it's opposed to a creature because I can shove them for 5 feet, but I don't know if
It's
there
not
would be
opposed.
one. Okay, so like I'll just crack a branch over there and make it fall to the ground.
Okay. So at this point, there was a bell ringing over here by an invisible person, and there are like branches of trees like smashing to the ground. Okay. Oh my God! Did Hope just subscribe? That's really nice.
Oh my god, yay!
Thank you.
Well, TTRPG Academy just gifted her a sub.
That's so
That's so
nice with the gift
sweet.
subs.
Yay!
That's so cool. Okay. So all this kind of shit is like happening over here. Cool. That happens.
Do I see their attention shift? No, I don't, because I can't see them.
No.
So for my movement, I am going to use my psychic link to sort of let people know. Apologies to Reggie, still trying to be very silent. And move the opposite direction towards the other tree, towards
Like
the big
this
tree.
way?
The same route that I took this afternoon.
Okay, so heading like over here?
Well, no, over to the big tree first,
Oh, okay.
and then trying to reduce the amount of open space.
Okay, roll me a quick stealth check.
All right, let's see. Ooh, that is an 11.
Great.
I'm gonna burn one of my guys there. See, oh, it's a 2, so a 13 total. So I am very concerned, obviously, with my friends, and I'm not really paying attention, and definitely hit like a patch of dried grass as I am trying to get across this courtyard.
Yeah, you ran over there. That's fine. Okay. This one is gonna go. This one is gonna walk towards the broken branch. Ooh. And
I gotta say, the pose that this little character strikes is not that threatening.
I don't hear
Just
shit.
constantly marking territory, both of them.
This one is going
It's a
to
stride, right? It's
run
in motion.
over
It's
here.
dynamic.
He runs like somebody who doesn't know how to run, where he's swinging his arm and his leg at the same time. This is how run happens, yes.
I honestly just thought it looked like I'm a champ from Pokemon. All the arms.
Yeah, I can totally see that.
Look. Okay, hold on.
Oh, she's gonna make him attack me because I spoke out of turn? Okay.
I mean,
Yes.
honestly,
Yes, she is.
so, this one runs toward where that bell was dingling, and they land there, and they look around, and then they look up. Reggie,
Do that mage bell jingling.
Reggie, roll me a stealth check.
Me?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a
What
big
did I-
one.
What did I do?
It's
Oh,
gonna,
no.
it's gonna need to be a big one.
With my -1 stealth, I got a 10.
Ooh.
Your call, Judge Judy.
Okay, so this one has
Ooh.
used its movement, and now it's going to dash with its action, and it sees you, and it runs.
Hold on one sec.
What?
I'm gonna give him advantage.
Okay, go ahead.
So cheaty.
Stop it!
I'm sorry, I love your channel, and I'm here all the
Yeah,
goddamn
yeah.
time.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay. Roll again, Reggie. Come on.
You can do it.
13.
Oh, why are you so hateful?
Yeah, wait. 15. It's gonna run
Wait.
forward and
And step in the acid
Can I
pit right
give
in front, right?
advantage?
It's gonna
No,
step in the
it-
acid pit that it literally ran right on top of
no,
it.
it lives here. It lives here
So
and looks down at you.
Is it attacking? Is it?
Yeah, I mean it's
Well,
about
use
to.
the action.
Yeah.
This was it. Well, it's about to, so it hasn't
Yeah.
attacked yet.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like to use cutting words on that attack roll.
Oh, it didn't attack yet. Sorry.
Okay.
So it had to use its action and movement to get there. So yeah.
All right.
Oh dear God.
But hold on for next time.
Oh dear God.
That's that one's turn, and then this one. Well, do the same because it sees its friends go. And that's that.
Oh,
Bronwyn, you're up.
All right. Gosh. Is Noelle's over the wall, or is she still kind of
She's
like
kind
straddling
of right
it?
at the top of the wall, being like, "Oh,
I'm
motherfucker."
still technically on top of the
Yeah.
wall, yeah.
Okay.
It's fine, you just wait, I have a plan.
All right. Care to share that plan via the psychic link?
Well, plan
Ah.
for me, not for you.
Oh, okay.
God.
Do the golem people set off the trap then?
No.
No.
Okay.
Are
Do we see
they
if there
immune?
is still a trap there?
Yes.
Oh.
I will say you can choose who sets off the trap. That's part of the magic.
All right.
Can anybody telekinetically shove them one into the trap?
It doesn't matter though. They will not set it off. They live here.
Does a random question,
Okay.
a little metagamey. Will objects set off the trap or only living beings?
This is a really good question.
And I'm saying it's metagamey because I literally can't see the golems and nobody has said anything in the psychic link like we're being attacked, so I have no reason to know that information.
Mm-hmm. I will say that things that are allowed will not set it off.
Okay.
Okay. Gosh, this is tough because I feel like they are not like the unseen servants still running around. There's still a bell, and they just don't care, right? So we're in it now. This is so tough. I wish I chose more fighty spells. Is what I wish.
I feel like
know-
you use that invisible guy really well.
Thank you. Gosh, I don't. Yeah, I really leaned into the charm and more adventure-y type stuff. All right, we're gonna try this because why the heck not? It wasn't very effective before, but I'm gonna try Thunderclap to see what is going to happen to our friends here, and I'm going to increase the damage on it.
Oh, dear.
So normally it is a cantrip for me, but oh, actually no, I don't have a 5th level spell yet, so never mind. I can't do that. Shoot balls. Anyways, we're gonna try for Thunderclap and see what happens.
Okay.
We're gonna see what happens to our friends here.
Where are you aiming that? Also, you have friends in front of you. Tell me.
I would like to aim it at the golem folk.
Sure. What's the sort of like range effect on it?
5 feet.
Okay. So
I
you
feel
want-
like they're within
okay.
5
You
feet
wanna
of
do
each
it
other.
right
They're
here?
pretty close. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
And that's a Constitution
It's a
saving
con
throw.
save.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I rolled an 18.
Oh.
God damn it. Okay. All right. That's cool. As a bonus action, I'm gonna do a little dance. And who's next in our turn? Is it? I think it's Noelle. So Noelle, consider yourself inspired.
Awesome. Thank
Da 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 da.
Precisely.
Okay, Noelle. You're on the top of this wall looking down at your friends. A couple of like giant statues are like thrusting towards them. What do you want to do?
Actually, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at, on the wall, and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the golem. So I need a Dexterity saving throw.
And what is the can you get them both? What's the range? What's the like
I
area of
believe
effect?
one target.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just on a creature.
So just a one? Okay. Dex save?
Yes, please.
Ooh. I don't
Oh, no.
think I did that. What am I trying to beat?
It's a 13.
Nope. I rolled a 12.
Oh,
Yay!
Yay! Somebody does damage.
So what type of damage is that?
I believe it's radiant. Yeah, so it's gonna be 6 points of radiant.
Okay. Great. So that one, you see the one like stone statue like just walking towards you, and you like stand on the wall like a badass motherfucker, and you throw your radiant damage at them, and they like it's weird because you feel like you've taken the wind out of somebody made of stone. It's yeah, it's a whole thing. Okay.
Because it's radiant damage, do I actually get to see this, or am I too far away, or is it not light? I just wondering how much information I get.
You see that. You see
Okay.
that. You see that happen. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And then as a bonus action.
Oh God. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, cleric. Okay.
Sassy.
So I'm gonna say like I reach out with one hand and throw the sacred flame, and then with the other I reach out towards Bronwyn, and a shimmering like shield just kind of pops up in front of her and guides her, and that does a +2 to AC for 10 minutes, unless I decide to not concentrate up anymore.
Oh, look at you.
Thank you.
Bronwyn like buffs up, and they're like, "Bitch, bring it." Great. Reggie, what are you gonna do?
Something amazing.
Oh yeah, I'll betcha. Let's see. I've been looking for a clever trick to pull, but didn't think I got much clever under the hood. So it's just gonna have to be a weapon attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Now, what did we decide? Because my character kind of has a quote-unquote ray gun, but it's a crossbow on here, so
yeah,
I'm gonna try firing one of those bad boys off. Yeah. Now, are these golem like? Do they not get damaged by the acid spot because they know where it is and avoid it, or because the acid just doesn't hurt them?
Well, tell me what you roll, and I'll let you know.
Roll in terms of what?
Roll to hit, so it'll say next to your like weapon. It'll be like roll a d20 +6 or +5 or whatever.
No, sorry, I should have started with the question. This is a separate thing. I had an idea of taking a mage hand, picking up some acid, and chucking it at the guys.
Oh, do that then.
But not if it's not gonna. We don't know, right?
You don't know.
All right.
Try a thing.
Gonna let's go down swinging. Mage hand, picking up acid. What do I roll?
Roll me a straight. Okay, because you're an artificer, I'm gonna call this one of your like. You picked a really hard class. We're gonna call this one of your like what's it called, the artificer things. Yeah.
Proficiencies?
Yeah. Okay. So you have like a pocket of acid and you throw it at them. Just roll me an attack based on your weapon attack or whatever.
Based on my weapon attack?
Yeah.
So like the crossbow?
Yep.
Okay. That would be a hit. Is that what I'm clicking?
Yep.
Hit +1. All right. 16 +1, 17.
Okay.
There you go.
So that hits. So you're able to like, let me look into my bucket. I will find some acid. And you like chuck it at this like stone golem that hits. Roll me. It's gonna be hard to say. Roll me your weapon attack. So right next to where it is.
Is damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
But add an extra 2d6.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so that's an 8.
Yeah.
And then another 2d6. Four and 3.
Oh shit. So that's 13 total?
15 total.
15 total. Okay. So you like look at this thing and you're like, I understand what will hurt you. And you find a pocket in your like whatever it is you're wearing, and you throw this like glass vial of acid at them. Ha 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 ha. You say, or something like that. What do you say?
Well, no, I was making that face because it was mage. I was casting mage hand and picking up acid from the pit, from the acid trap, and chucking it at them.
Perfect.
So it wasn't acid I had on me.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
From the trap. Okay, even
From the trap.
better.
Okay.
You like see this thing and you like smash it in the stone golem's face.
Calculating probability of achieving direct target contact. Sufficient.
And it starts to melt them. Okay, friends, here's the thing. We were supposed to play till 10 o'clock, and it's 10 o'clock. You are nowhere near even getting inside. What do you want to do? We can't play through this adventure tonight.
Yeah, no.
I'm up for a
There's-
third. I'm up for a
So,
third next
yeah,
week.
I've got next Wednesday free.
Yeah. It's not going to be next Wednesday because I have another group coming back
Oh.
because they... Oh, fuck. This
Because
is
they
why
know how to play quickly.
I don't know how to... Okay, I need to run a goddamn campaign because I don't know how to do short things.
Just FYI from somebody that had the same exact problem.
Yeah.
Every single time you have combat, that's an entire session.
I know.
Unless I have done things because I do battle royales every week for
Yeah.
my server. I have implemented things like a 2-minute rule per turn. So you need to know what the hell you're doing and make it happen, and that actually will make combat move a little more quickly and give it a little more impetus to it. But yes, in this situation, yeah, where there's no way we haven't even really started the combat yet.
Just as a noob, though, I don't think that we take the most time during battle. That kind of goes along at a regular clip. It's all of our hemming and hawing in between.
You would be astonished how long a turn takes in battle.
No, but I mean us personally.
Yeah. No, it's totally like, it's a combination of the two, and it's not like no tea, no shade, but okay. I don't know how to make things that are like short because I want people to like tell stories and stuff, and that's what most of this was, and it was amazing. So can I invite y'all back again to finish this?
I would love that. And I think it's wonderful that you are a storyteller, Stella. So thank you for inviting us into Asterie. And I want to free the robots. So let's come back at some point, and we'll regroup. We'll talk between us about our schedules. Your people will call our people. We'll make it happen.
This was supposed to happen, and then as soon as you started talking to Raya, I was like, oh fuck, this is not gonna happen.
I'm so sorry.
No, you shouldn't
I would tune in for the flirting. I will tune in for that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Battles are here.
I'm
and there.
sorry.
I've
I've got to say, we have done in this episode. We have done all kinds of fabulous things having to do with social consciousness,
morality,
flirtation,
robotic
morality,
poetry,
learning about each other, having like nice little moments, like
the physics of boats.
Which is the most important part, really.
Look.
So
I looked it up. The prow is a thing. I stand corrected.
No, it totally is. Yes.
I know it's a fucking thing.
It's like the front part of the thing.
It's the part of the bow that's above the water.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to trick you.
I actually also just props on the DOS haiku on the fly. I was really trying to goad you a bit to see if I could get you to come up with the haiku on the fly, and you delivered. I don't know if it actually was correct syllables. I wasn't being.
I think it was.
Not.
It wasn't.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's supposed to be 353, and I did it 333. But that's all I had on the spot.
I thought it was 575.
Yeah,
it
it's
can be either
575
or 353.
Okay.
Oh.
It's hard to make a meaningful statement with 353, so none of those are as popular as the 575.
Okay. I learned something new today. Thank you, Stella, for inviting me to a stream where I learned something fabulous.
You know, we're out here just telling poetry.
Next game, all our attacks must be in haiku form.
I'm in. I am 100% in.
There's your next t-shirt.
And that was a joke. Don't give the DM ideas. Yeah.
It actually is.
That was almost a haiku. That was a joke. Don't give the DM ideas.
Stop it. Shit. Okay, I'm kind of pissed, but kind of amazed about this. I cannot. Okay, here's the thing that's gonna happen. in a few weeks, not a few weeks, but probably a month or two, I'm gonna shift what I'm doing to a campaign, because clearly I can't do short shots. I want to hear people tell. Like, I could have sat there in Raya's boat for a whole ass episode. I'm not even joking. Like, that is what I want to do. I want to hear people talk about, like, what they're doing out here, who they're talking to, why they care about somebody. That is literally why I play D&D, because I want people to be like, okay, I want to express something about myself and something about my character, and let's talk about shit. And I put that person in there because I was like, she's the babe who wants to flirt with me. That's not a lie. That's why I put her there. And to have to, like, cut that off sucks. So I really want to have you back to finish this. So I think that, like, what I'm going to do for the next, like, month or two, I'm finishing off a few things and doing, like, guest spots for a few other people. But then I think I have to, like, do a campaign. And where it is like, there's a few main characters and I shift people in and out as they need to be. And, like, you know, there's only like 3 main people, but everybody else shifts in and out, and they take 5 episodes or whatever if they need to. Because honestly, I don't want to cut anybody short of this, and I care about, like, you're at the Amerlon warehouse. What are you gonna do? This matters to me, right? Like,
Yeah.
anyway.
I feel like there is a way for adventures to move faster, but it requires a tiny bit of ushering from the DM. But that's not really your thing. You don't enjoy doing it. You don't, it comes with experience, and you'll get that eventually. But it's not the fun part of what you want to do. So I don't mind when things move at the pace that they're going. It's just a matter of scheduling for the real life.
Yeah. Real life is hard because we all have our time, we have our schedule, and, like, whatever. And that sucks, but I kind of want to let y'all, all you crazy, like, intuitive, creative people, to be able to take a whole ass hour with Raya and talk about that. And, you know.
Right? I mean, I'm totally happy, too, to just sleep through it.
Yeah.
And have a cocktail. Like, that's fine.
Sure.
No,
I'll be here to bitch at people afterwards.
Good.
This has been really fun, and I am usually, not always, but in some of the campaigns I've played before, of the more of the murder hobo school of, like, let's just stab things, you know? But I love this storytelling, and it's fun to create these characters, so thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna let this go tonight, and I really hope I can have you all back, because the whole thing is, like, in the first episode, like, Yahenda was like, this sounds like Amazon. I was like, nope, definitely not, but it is, and we're talking about, and I want everything to be, like, I don't know, I'm too arty for my own good, but I want to make this good. Like a story, and I want people to be like, oh, shit, I'm concerned.
So understand, I feel like you need to hear this. It is a story. You have done the thing. You have created a situation where players are forced to, because they created characters, they have now been forced to express themselves in ways that a lesser DM would not have actually imparted to them.
Yeah, or accounted for. Yeah.
Or allowed them. So you definitely did your job. There's a story that is happening, and it's like the most beautiful thing about a project where you thought it was going to be a tiny little fucking thing, and you realize, oh, no, I actually have some legit talents that I've invited over here, and we're doing some things. I mean, obviously, except for Yahenda, but you know,
we all have exceptions.
Except for the non-biological one, you know.
If I had a heart, that would sting.
You're glorious, Yahenda, and I'm definitely going to be hiring you. But you've done the thing that is the reason that D&D has gained so much popularity over the last year and a half, is because there is an actual emotional attachment to the characters, even after one session, which is not normal. Normally it takes a long time for people to attach to their characters. but you created a situation where even after one session, we entered the second session already with that emotional attachment. So you're glorious, and I applaud you.
All
my
right,
dear.
relax. Honestly, okay.
I just came for the bickering. Yeah.
That's
For
honestly
the character
fine.
fighting. I love it.
Yeah. No.
Fuck. Okay. I
You
love
can choose
y'all.
one.
I hope you can all come back. I care about what happens next, which is like a lot, right? Like, it's really weird to be like, I just created this thing, but I care what people do next.
Yeah. I can't wait to get inside that warehouse and meet my brethren.
I made a whole
Right?
map today, and I kind of okay.
So my big question is, are we gonna raid someone?
Yes. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay.
If you
Yes,
want to
we're
share
gonna
your
do that.
map, why don't you do it on Patreon? Or do you have a Patreon? Or
No, I don't have a
or
Patreon.
your
Who the fuck
Discord.
do you think I am?
Sorry.
Yeah, your Discord.
I
Yeah,
don't.
do
the perfect
your
place to
sub
do it.
Discord. If they want to see the map, post it in the Discord.
Yeah. Okay. I made a map today, and I almost cried. I'm not even joking about like when I thought about what these people were doing here. Shut up. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll come back and I'll show you that. But okay. I'm not even joking. I made a map, and I was like, oh no, that's not correct actually. And
Why
then I
is your
remade
star
it. And
dripping?
then I know I am dripping oil from my eye. Okay, shut up. It doesn't matter. I would love to have you all back because I really care about what's happening inside of this factory. But for tonight, please, y'all, let yourself go and tell me about what you're doing with yourself. Let's go counterclockwise. Kyle, what's going on?
Oh shit.
Do it.
Yeah, so I am very much like Stella in that I like to create stories where there is an actual story happening. No tea, no shade to LJ, but I do not accept murder hobos in my campaigns. If you attempt to just like grab someone's purse or something like that, there will be repercussions
Consequence.
for a long time.
Fair. I was being, a little bit hyperbolic. I just really love combat, so.
A little in character.
No. Combat is great, especially when you have people that are actually thinking about what they're doing. You can find me at the links below. We've got the Twitch, we've got the Twitter, and we've got the website. At the website, we're constantly evolving. We're constantly creating new things. We're constantly creating maps and building lore for the world that we are in that gets deeper and deeper and deeper and actually touches on a lot of issues like economic justice, touches on issues like slavery and things like that, and just how anybody exists in a world where there are all kinds of different creatures and people, and what do you do when you are suddenly thrust into a situation where you have to make choices based on it. Our group is fabulous. We do 5 streams a week that include 2 campaigns, a Magic the Gathering stream, a talk show, and an art stream where Guillermo, our resident artist, actually creates scenes from the various campaigns that we do. So definitely come and check us out. Say hi. We want to hear from you because you're delightful. And we will see you soon.
Awesome.
Yahenda, tell me about your life and your beauty.
Okay, first question first. Right there, Yahenda, you see how that's spelt? Yeah, and you just type that anywhere and I'll likely come up. If you're looking for music for your productions of all stripes, just tell me how you want it to sound, and then I work some real life magic to go with your D&D magic. Listen for you know what? I'm going to be shooting another video very soon in which I might have to do a public casting call. Looking for how do I describe it? Every representation of the drag, queer, and intersex rainbow. Anything that doesn't fit a regular this or that. I would like to have all of those people come and represent.
I would like it to audition for your fat femme.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I'm so typical. That I obviously wouldn't fit into any category.
As a mostly white cis male, I gotta say that all the time, so I've learned to just shut up and say it to myself and let the world roll. So yeah, I'll announce that here, but yeah, basically, I have a song that I would like to. You know what? It's a song that I wrote a long time ago and accidentally made it very gendered. I talk about my boys and I talk about my girls. I'm like, okay, well, I'd like to juxtapose that a little bit by making the video very not that, and have a little fun with image. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to happen real soon, and it's a really good song. And I don't say so myself; everyone else has told me. So, and if you need music, hit me up. I'd love to make something for you that makes your heart pump and your fingers snap and all that. All right, thanks very much.
That. Hope. Everyone knows you, but give it to me, baby.
Oh, how do I follow up after that? That's so awesome. I'll do my best. I'm Hope from Hope for TTRPGS. I just try to help support everyone and help, make their goals and dreams come true. So if you want support, conversation, resources, advice, any of that stuff, come hang out in the Discord. See us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that fun stuff. So come hang out with us. Of course, also check out some of my other projects like Crafting Geeks, where it's just a major, amazing place for promotion and finding things in the community. And of course, I've gotten lots of feedback on my dice from tonight, which may have not rolled the best, but they're super pretty. So, check out Adventure Dice and use the code HOPE10. Always check out Dungeon Glitch at Gem Firefly, Hope15, and just all that good stuff. I've got all of those links in the link tree that you can find on Twitter, Discord, all that stuff too. So, just feel free to reach out if you need anything, and I'll pass it on.
Yeah. All right, Loretta Jean, give it to me.
I'm Loretta Jean, the Sparrow Queen. Also, you know what? I can actually use my full burlesque tagline here. I just realized. So, my my full burlesque tagline, which I never use, is Loretta Jean, the Sparrow Queen, making nice with all the 20-sided dice. So,
yes.
Meow, meow, meow.
There's another whole line to it too, but anyway, not important. I'm a burlesque performer sometimes a producer, sometimes an academic, coming to a PhD near you soon. I mean, I'm almost done. I will insist that everybody calls me doctor for like a week, and then I'll drop it. After that, I'll feel not necessary. So you can catch me on my socials, I think are up now, and I also read tarot. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions about that, and I offer discounts, sliding scale for folks that are BIPOC or members of the LGBTQ plus community, and yeah. You're all really, really great folks, and this was super fun. And yeah, keep your eyes on my socials. I'm most active on Instagram, so that's where you can find me the most. Or feel free to add me on Facebook. Either way.
All right, I'm pulling you the fuck all out of stream. I appreciate you all, and I'm gonna do my outro if I could.
Are we raiding?
No.
We'll
raid.
Points.
Okay, we'll raid.
I want some points so I can give myself advantage again.
We'll raid. All right. Hi, I'm Saint Stella. Thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. I love this game. I really love playing D&D with really cool people. And I realize that I'm not that good at doing short shots. I really am not. I want to hear everybody's thoughts, and I felt so bad about being okay, let's move on. So I am gonna start a campaign, hopefully in a month or two. I've got to figure out my work, my real life stuff, but I appreciate you all so very much for hanging out. I do have to say, if I can get one more sub, I don't know, I probably can't. In a few more minutes, I will hit my goal tonight, and you can tell me what you want from me. That's weird. I take that back, but you know what I mean. I'm doing Discord now, and whoever subs or hangs out on my Ko-Fi, we're gonna do a chat on Friday night. I'm gonna show up. You can take all my maps. You can... Oh my god! Oh my god, I just hit my goal. I got 5 subs. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, LJ, thank you. Shit. this streaming thing is really weird to me. It's really hard. I don't know how to be on the internet. Wow. Thank you. Oh shit. Okay, I'll send you both my Discord. And we'll hang out. I'm gonna hang out this Friday, 4:30-ish Eastern time. I'm just gonna pop in and we can chat. If you're having a hard time, I am too. We can talk about that. If you want to talk about characters you're making in D&D, we can talk about that. If you're trying to like struggle as an artist, we can talk about that. This is fun and hard for me, and I appreciate you all so much. I'm rambling. We're gonna raid somebody. I don't do this a lot, so okay. Give me like 5 seconds to figure out how to raid somebody. Hold on. Let me open my internet. Let me look at my Twitch. Let me see. Hold on. I literally don't know how to raid somebody. Give me like a whole ass minute. Hold on. Okay. We're gonna raid, I think, TTRPG Academy. Somebody give me like a whole ass minute. Because they hung out tonight, they subbed me tonight. Okay, let me... Jesus Christ. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this. I gotta click a bunch of buttons. But, okay, raid channel. I appreciate you all so very much for hanging out. Ooh, I just got another thing and I don't know what it is. Sam! Thank you. I appreciate you all so much. I'm going to send you all an invite to my Discord and we'll hang out. I'll send you my maps. I'll send you my NPCs. I'll send you my sad days. Is there a whole ass hype train? I don't even know what that means. Okay, hold on. Do I have to hold on? I don't know what to do. Oh, oh, thank you. I don't even know how Twitch works. I guess I'll hang out for a minute. What do I do? What do I do? Hello. Hi everybody. Happy Wednesday. Oh, okay. Okay, what do I do? Do I just like hang out for a minute? And just be like, hi everybody. Oh my god, did I get another sub? Did I get a type train? I don't even know what that means. Yeah. Thank you. Shit, this just got weird. Thank you. Honestly, like, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm a new DM. I'm a new streamer. I'm a weirdo. I appreciate you all so much. I don't even know what that did, but it made me feel good. Thank you. Honestly, this is the whole, like, I used to perform on stages, and I used to be able to look people in the eye, and now I'm just looking at, I guess, chats, but I appreciate you as much, because I know how, like, weird this is. I'm not gonna get deep about it. Don't let me get deep about it. Okay. I'm gonna raid. I'm gonna figure it out. Hold on. Raid channel. Let me click the button. Let me do... Okay. We're gonna raid TTR... Oh! What just happened? I just got a whole other notification. Okay. Stop it. Okay. I'm gonna send you all invites to my Discord. I'm gonna chat with y'all. Oh, shit. I forgot to even say. Tomorrow night, I'm doing show and tell with Saint Stella. I'm hanging out with Alice Rose, who's an amazing trans performer. She's a community maker. She's amazing. And I'm hanging out with Ashley T, who is, I love her name, bifecta. So she's mixed black community maker, bi advocate. She's amazing. So come by tomorrow at 7 p.m. please. Like, I love talking to artists so much. It's what we do. Like, D&D is a thing, burlesque is a thing, theater is a thing, illustration. All of these things matter, and we all are struggling. So yeah. And Kyle from Play Nerd Al is on there next week. So okay, that's it. For real. Thank you all. I'm gonna raid TTRPG Academy. Start raid. And we'll be there in a minute. I don't know how long it takes, but I honestly appreciate you all so much. We're gonna do part 3 of this as soon as I can. I appreciate my players. I appreciate you. I don't even know what's going on. Are we raiding now? How do I? I think it's gonna happen. No. Everyone's involved. You just click the raid button. Doing it. Go on, start raid. I guess we're doing it. Not yet, but I don't know. Something went wrong. Try. I don't. Wait. What's happening? I'm a bad person. Hold on. It'll go. We'll just wait for it. I'm so embarrassed. Did I? Oh no. Yeah!
Oh no, my head. Ow. I have a headache.
That will do, Mistress. The eye was slightly jammed. We can now see again. I believe these simple machines are referred to as tanks. They are machines outfitted with cannons and light machine guns with the intention of offensive capabilities. However, the mechanics and nature of the engines are unknown to us. We will continue to disseminate and organize the information as best we can.
Calimax is sitting in this bumpy, in his doctor's coat, and is just trying to read that other book on the time theory with magic. And he's just like, God, this is the worst drive.
Yeah, it's not
it's
not the best road in the world. I mean, the amount of heavy equipment that's been traversing here for the years or since the year that the front has opened along here, it's bumpy. You guys unfortunately are feeling everything.
Guess that explains why I have a headache, because it's a bumpy ride. Oh.
Driving as smooth as I can. I'm sorry.
Calimex looks at Kiki and opens up his doctor's bag, pulls up and goes, this should do it. And he gives her a small bag of white powder.
Powder. My friends love white powder.
Yes, this should help you with your headache.
What you guys got there? What you got back there?
Medication.
Thank you, kind sir.
Hey, pass some up.
No.
This is what my friends call the good shit.